This is Nationwide 90 FM, owned and operated by Nationwide News Network. We broadcast from our studios at 6 Bradley Avenue, Kingston 10, Jamaica. Transmitting on the FM 90 band. 90.3 from Peters Rock in St. Andrew and Murphy Hill in St. Anne. Serving Kingston and St. Andrew, St. Catherine, St. Anne, parts of Clarendon, St. Mary, and St. Thomas. 90.5 from Huntley in Manchester. Transmitting to St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Manchester, Clarendon, rural St. Andrew, and parts of St. Thomas. And 90.7 from Coopers Hill in St. Andrew and Flower Hill in St. James. Serving Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, sections of Trelawney, Kingston, St. Catherine, Clarendon, St. Mary, Portland, and St. Anne. Nationwide 90 FM also broadcasts on the World Wide Web on nationwideradiojm.com and on Flow on channel 916. Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
Put your money in motion. Drive VMW, VM Wealth Management. Transform your everyday.
The time by VM Wealth Management is
news time, 6 o'clock.
From the studios of Nationwide Radio, morning radio the right way. It's Nationwide This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Marjorie Gordon. Coming up in the news at 6 this morning, Wednesday, September 3, 2025. Today is General Election Day. Voting is set to get underway in the country's 19th general election at 7 o'clock sharp. 184 candidates representing 4 political parties plus independents will be battling across 63 constituencies. The elections will be observed by both local and international organizations led by CAFE. In international news, the ruling PPPC is claiming a resounding victory in Guyana's presidential and regional elections. In international news, China's president says the world is at a crossroads, peace or war. In sports, the JFF says the Reggae Boys' trip to Bermuda was scheduled to allow players to vote in the general election. And in business, borrowing costs in the UK hit 27-year high. The details after the break.
Need fast, reliable delivery? Speed Services has you covered. We offer air freight 2 times weekly and sea freight once a week. Perfect for getting your packages to Jamaica fast. Just visit speedshipja.com. That's speed with 3 E's. Need a bearer, food delivery, or local delivery for your business? Call or text 876-484-8850 and follow us on Instagram at speedshipja. That's speed with 3 E's. Speed Services, where speed meets service.
Catch the first news of the day. A comprehensive package of local, international, sports, and business news. The news at 6 on Nationwide 90 FM.
Now the details. Jamaicans are heading to the polls today in the country's 19th general election since universal adult suffrage in 1944. Voting is set to begin at 7 a.m. in all 63 constituencies. Electors will choose their members of parliament which party will form the next government. The JLP and PNP have fielded candidates in all constituencies. Also on the ballot are the Jamaica Progressive Party, JPP, fielding 47 candidates, and the United Independence Congress, UIC, with 7. The Electoral Office of Jamaica, EOJ, has confirmed that polling stations are fully prepared with ballots, voting materials, and trained staff in place. Approximately 2 million registered voters are eligible to cast their ballots, and the EOJ is urging citizens to exercise their franchise peacefully and responsibly. Prime Minister Andrew Holness and opposition leader Mark Golding wrapped up their campaigns on Monday.
And so I come to you once more to ask for your vote for a renewed mandate to continue building Jamaica. We have the undisputed record of performance, so there is no need to gamble with our future. On September 3rd, I ask you to choose Jamaica. Choose stability, choose opportunity, choose growth, choose performance. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party.
Jamaica, time come to lift our country higher. Time come to lift our country higher and build a future that belongs to all of us. Let us take this journey together.
Mark Golding, and before him, Prime Minister Andrew Holness. The security forces have been deployed nationwide to maintain order, with the police high command vowing to make Election Day a violence and incident-free occasion. Polls are scheduled to close at 5 p.m., after which counting will begin. The ECJ has reminded the public that results will be announced progressively throughout the night, with an announcement of a winner expected the same evening. JLP General Secretary Dr. Horace Chang says the party will win a comfortable majority in today's general election. Dr. Chang spoke to Ricardo Brooks on Nationwide at 5 on Tuesday.
We'll have a comfortable majority, very comfortable majority.
What do you define as comfortable?
Comfortable, certainly beyond 32 or 33. I tell you how comfortable I am. I'm a general secretary for 2 elections. I stay in my constituency and observe, keep in touch. I'm sure this time, and not only because it may be the last one I do at this level, I'll be traveling into Belmont Road to be there to assist the Prime Minister in announcing the results. I'm sure the results will be positive.
That's how confident you are?
Yeah.
According to Dr. Chang, Prime Minister and JLP leader Dr. Andrew Holness shares his confidence.
Have you spoken to the Prime Minister today?
Yes, of course. Speak to the Prime Minister pretty much daily.
What's his mood?
He too is very positive, optimistic. He has done a masterful campaign. He has traveled the country, and the style of campaigning has been very engaging. In fact, we are aware that we have had 3 mass meetings. Others were more driving through, engaging small groups. From the point of view of government, some people charge that it's abuse of government. It's foolishness. In democracy, there's an advantage to the incumbency. And when the Prime Minister goes out to do anything on behalf of government, he engages people. It's natural. We have great things. So in the campaign, he extended that.
Dr. Horace Chang, JLP General Secretary. Meanwhile, a confident Dr. Chang says the traditional PNP strongholds of North Trelawney and Central Manchester will be retained by the JLP.
There are a couple of surprises. We have some young candidates who have worked hard in traditional PNP seats, and we'll keep them. Rhoda Corfield and Toverhampton will return to Parliament. Those are 2 traditional top seats.
Northern Trelawney, Central Manchester will remain with the Jamaica Labour Party.
Yeah, hardworking individuals who have worked honestly and sincerely and engage their population in a positive way. The Jamaican electorate, I said, is responding now. We have gone out of the die-hard mode, quite frankly, in most areas. There's a whole generation of individuals, young and mature, who are looking at their capacity and the work of their members of Parliament and making decisions how to cast their vote. The majority of that is in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party.
Dr. Horace Chang, JLP General Secretary. Rhoda Moy Crawford shocked many when she defeated the PNP's Peter Bunting in Central Manchester in her rookie election campaign in 2020. Similarly, Tova Hamilton was victorious in her first ever attempt in 2020 when she defeated Victor Wright and Genevieve Dawkins in North Trelawney. Crawford is facing a strong challenge for her seat from Mayor of Mandeville, the PNP's Donovan Mitchell. Hamilton, meanwhile, is going up against the PNP veteran, Dr. Wickham McNeil. And the JLP General Secretary is welcoming members of the diaspora who have come home to cast their ballot in today's polls. There have been scores of videos circulating online showing Jamaicans abroad arriving home in their numbers to participate in the democratic process.
The diaspora votes reflective of Jamaican society. There's good enthusiasm among supporters, so I expect a small margin, a majority coming from the diaspora. There's a committed hardcore people. There are some coming for the PNP as well. It is not an area that we canvass extensively. The opposition was overseas several times, so I've been the Prime Minister, and there are several voters coming home. I have several coming to my constituency. But that, I don't think diaspora currently changes the impact on the local scene. But it's good to have them home, welcome them home, participate in their democratic process.
And Dr. Horace Chang, JLP General Secretary. The videos and posts across social media platforms show scores of citizens arriving at the country's 2 major airports. The jubilant supporters, decked in their party colors, are either carrying a bell or chanting "Time Come." It's understood the flood of visitors caused some delays at the airports. Now, Associate Professor at the University of Technology, Dr. Rowan Lewis, says the ruling JLP had a stronger messaging strategy in their general election campaign. He was speaking on Nationwide at 5 on Tuesday.
The cohesiveness of the JLP's campaign was phenomenal. You saw where it started, you saw the execution, you saw how everything complemented everything else. And the scattershot approach, I would call it, of the People's National Party in many regards, having to clarify points and going back and forth with information and not being very clear on very specific things, that left much to be desired for the People's National Party.
The JLP campaigned on their achievements since they took the helm of the government in 2016. Meanwhile, the PNP has used their campaign to focus on the theme, Time Come for Change. Dr. Lewis says there were several highlights on the campaign trail.
There are some subtle undertones that were there, the race issue, the class issue, the language, which was not so subtle, but that all of those came out. The fact that you see Andrew going about using Jamaican Creole on the platform, and that is to be contrasted with Mark's lack of fluency in the Jamaican language, for instance. All of those issues made it a very, very, very fascinating campaign. I would say that for the public facing, the Jamaica Labour Party had a much stronger, more cohesive messaging. For that audience, the People's National Party did not have a very strong message.
Dr. Rowan Lewis, Associate Professor at the University of Technology. Meanwhile, public commentator Suel Anglin says the opposition PNP has achieved its campaign objective of damaging the reputation of JLP leader Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness.
I think denting Andrew's character, because I think one of the strong things that Andrew has going for him is that over the time since he has been the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, is that we have grown with Andrew as a leader. And I think the best thing for you to shake the perception of him and, to shake and to take away from all the great things that the Jamaica Labour Party has done is to go for the head. And I think it worked extremely well. And we still see that kind of messaging we saw in debates. And so I think those messages, no matter where you go across the island, you hear people coming back with that same rhetoric.
She notes that Dr. Holness's character was marred by the PNP as the election season progressed.
Even if they win, there is still some damage that has been done.
Yes, he's been scarred.
Yeah. Right. And I think that was their intention. If it works in the poll, or if it works against them, then that is a different discussion. Their intention was to create that damage to Andrew, and I think that damage is done.
Suel Anglin, public commentator. She was also speaking on Nationwide at 5 on Tuesday. The Minimum Wage Commission has expressed its full support of the government's plans to increase the national minimum wage. The plan was announced by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness during a JLP mass rally in Spanish Town on Sunday. He stated that if returned to government, the JLP administration would double the minimum wage from $16,000 to $32,000 on a phased basis. The first phased increase would take effect in April next year and would see the minimum wage move to $18,500. The Commission says the measured increase represents a move towards the development of a productivity and performance-based pay system. The Commission's position follows a recent meeting with Labour Minister Pernell Charles Jr.
The measured increase represents another step in the strengthening of a productivity and performance-based system, which is a step that the Commission noted as instrumental in strengthening Jamaica's social and financial security, particularly for our workers. I outlined to the Commission the government's commitment to exploring legislative reform, further to Cabinet approval, of course, that would codify the principle of a livable wage in law. I also indicated that this framework will not only guarantee fair wages, but also link financial compensation with social support systems that ensure that every Jamaican enjoys a standard of living above poverty levels.
Minister Charles says meetings will be held with relevant groups regarding the implementation of the minimum wage increase.
I further highlighted that this reform process will involve broad consultation and partnership. The PSOG, the Jamaica Employers Federation, the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions, and several other key stakeholders who will all be integral in the social dialogue to ensure that the path forward reflects consensus, balance, and sustainability.
Pernell Charles Jr., Minister of Labour and Social Security. Two men believed to be connected to the abduction of a 75-year-old man in St. Andrew were fatally shot in an alleged confrontation with the police on Tuesday. The deceased have been identified as Kimmy Foreman and Oshawn Rifleman Morrison. Reports are that the family of 75-year-old Leslie Roberts of Baito District reported him missing to the police earlier in the day. He was suspected to have been abducted by Foreman and his associates. Later that afternoon, around 3:30 p.m., a police team reportedly carried out a targeted operation in Taylorland, 9 miles Bull Bay. While operating in the hilly terrain of Version Gully, the team reportedly came upon gunfire from a group of men armed with handguns and rifles. The police returned fire. Following the exchange, Foreman and Morrison were found suffering from gunshot wounds. Morrison was reportedly found with a pistol beside him, while a rifle was found beside Foreman. Both men were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. Investigators say Foreman had a history of criminal activity and was wanted for assault at common law and illegal possession of a firearm in connection with a 2022 incident in Bull Bay. He was also identified as the leader of the Taylorland gang, which has been linked to murders, shootings, robberies, and unreported sexual assaults in the area. To news overseas now. In Guyana, General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic, PPPC, Bharat Jagdeo, says the party is on course to secure the presidency and also a larger parliamentary majority than it secured 5 years ago. This following parliamentary and regional elections held on Monday, September 1. During an interview shared on his Facebook page on Tuesday evening, Jagdeo said the statements of polls, which are publicly available on the website of the Ghana Elections Commission, GECOM, show the PPPC's undeniable and substantial margin of victory over the other parties. The Ghana Chronicle quotes Jagdeo saying the PPPC party will go into the National Assembly with a bigger majority than it did in 2020. Further afield, Xi Jinping says the world is facing a choice between peace or war. This as he staged China's largest ever military parade, joined by Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un, in a show of defiance to the West. Putin and Kim, the authoritarian leaders of Russia and North Korea, were among dozens of world leaders who attended the parade. The Guardian newspaper says the event was a massive display of military hardware and personnel orchestrated to mark the 80th anniversary of the end of the Second World War with China, which China calls the War of Resistance against Japanese aggression. And that's the news at 6.
It's This Morning on Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
6:17.
Decorate like a designer with BH Paints. The temperature brought to you by BH Paints is...
It's 28 degrees Celsius in Kingston and Montego Bay and 23 degrees Celsius in Mandeville.
Commercial spaces for you. Parks and attractions for you. Housing and residential developments for you. Beautiful rental properties for you. Improving quality of life through infrastructure development across Jamaica for you. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Brought to you by the Urban Development Corporation.
UDC for you.
Getting ready for school is as easy as KB. Shop at Kingston Bookshop between July 14 to September 6, 2025 for your chance to win big in our back-to-school promotion. Spend just $5,000 before GCT, shop online or in-store, and you could win $150,000 in cash, an HP laptop, or a Samsung Galaxy Tab A9. It's back to school the easy way, only at KB. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
You know what's sweet? The new pack Sweet Living promotion. Win great prizes. Living room set, or bedroom set, or kitchen appliance set. Plus 2 consolation prizes of AC units. Send in 5 new pack labels or receipts. Labels must belong to at least the new pack canned beans or peas, new pack ketchup, and new pack oil categories. Fill out the tagline. New pack, more than just value. Place your entry in one of the drop boxes at participating outlets. Enter by mail or online at newpackjamaica.com. Time to live sweet. Enter the new pack Sweet Living promotion. July 13th to September 6th. See the press for more details. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Move with Morenzu at Burt's Auto Parts and get 15% off Morenzu products, including radiators, air filters, oil filters, fuel filters, tie rod ends, rack ends, ball joints, and stabilizer links. Keep your car performing at its best with quality parts you can trust. This offer runs until September 20, 2025, so don't miss out. All you need to do is tell your sales rep the code. Hashtag Move with Morenzu15. Move smart, move with Morenzu. Only at Burt's Auto Parts. It hurts if you don't check Burt's.
To sports now, President of the Jamaica Football Federation, Michael Ricketts, says the decision to travel late afternoon on Wednesday to Hamilton, Bermuda for the World Cup qualifying match on Friday was made to allow the players to vote in the general election. The Jamaicans are set to depart the island on a private jet at 4 p.m. for their first game in the final round qualifiers starting on Friday. Ricketts told Nationwide Sports that they made every effort to not disenfranchise the players who want to vote.
We thought it was prudent that we give those who really want to exercise their voting rights the opportunity to do so. So we did make some changes as it related to the flight arrangement. So the flight leaves at 4 p.m. so that we would not disenfranchise anybody who really wants to vote. So this was something that we took into consideration.
JFF President Michael Ricketts. Following Friday's game, the players are due back on the island on Saturday for a quick turnaround as they face Trinidad and Tobago in their second game 4 days later at the National Stadium. Sri Lanka beat West Indies by 1 wicket at Coolidge Cricket Ground in Antigua on Tuesday to level their under-19 50 overs, a side series at 1 apiece. West Indies made 201 all out in 47.5 overs before Sri Lanka posted 204 for 9 in 48 overs.
Driven straight back to the bowlers. This field and it's gone past. Off into the boundary for 4. Sri Lanka under-19s claim victory by a solitary wicket in an excellent game of cricket. They started, they stopped, they almost fell apart.
Joshua Dorn top scored for the home team with 82 against leg spinner Vignesh Warana-Cash, 3 for 30. In reply, Sri Lanka crept to their target with 2 overs to spare. Vimath Dansara led the scoring for the visitors with 45. Zachary Carter took 3 for 42. Match 3 is set for Thursday at the same venue starting at 8:30 Jamaica time. And that's sports.
This is Nationwide Tokyo Did You Know Fact.
Did you know that Helsinki was the first city to host the World Championships? Yes, that's a fact. In 1983, Helsinki, the capital of Finland, hosted the first World Championships.
That was Nationwide Tokyo Did You Know Fact, brought to you by the Real Estate Board.
Business news now. Britain's long-term borrowing costs have just hit a new 27-year high as the pressure on Chancellor Raquel Reeves refuses to abate. The yield or interest rate on a 30-year UK gilts rose to 5.74% Wednesday morning. This is above the high of 5.72% it hit on Tuesday. This rise during the global sell-off of long-dated government debt continues to highlight the challenge facing the Chancellor ahead of the autumn budget. 10-year yields, which are more representative of the rate at which the British government now borrows, have risen to their highest since January this morning. Rising borrowing costs will intensify the pressure on the Chancellor to announce spending cuts or tax rises to satisfy the UK's fiscal watchdog, the Office for Budget Responsibility, that she is keeping within the fiscal rules. Now, Google will not have to sell its Chrome web browser but must share information with competitors. That's according to an order from a U.S. federal judge. The BBC says the remedies decided by the judge have emerged after a years-long battle over Google's dominance in online search. The case centered around Google's position as the default search engine on a range of its own products such as Android and Chrome, as well as others made by the likes of Apple. The U.S. Department of Justice had demanded that Google sell Chrome, but Tuesday's decision means the tech giant can keep it, but it will be barred from having exclusive contracts and must share search data with rivals. And in foreign exchange trading this morning, the Jamaican dollar has lost 86 cents and will open trading selling for an average $161.01 against the benchmark US dollar. The Jamaican has lost 82 cents and will open selling for an average $116.48 against the Canadian. And finally, the Jamaican has gained 39 cents and will begin trading for an average $217.69 against the British pound. And that's business this morning.
Clear your barrels and personal shipments with ease and convenience. Request a customs contactless clearance today through CCP at jca.gov.jm. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
6:25.
Corian Solid Surface, so versatile and beautiful. It's non-porous, no sealing necessary, renewable and repairable, so easy to clean and maintain, and can be thermoformed into any shape. Choose Corian, the #1 solid surface in the world, when you want beauty and the best for your countertop. Visit Home International Limited, located at 104 Constance Ring Road. Telephone 755-1970
or 276-6448.
Want to save money and still protect your engine? Get Chevron Supreme Sin Blend Motor Oil, the blue bottle with a silver stripe. Now upgraded to synthetic blend, so your engine runs cleaner, longer, and stronger. Now available island-wide at service stations and leading auto parts stores. Ask for Chevron Motor Oil, your favorite blue bottle with a silver stripe. That's Chevron Sin Blend, your engine, good friend.
For all your electrical needs, visit ABC Electrical Sales. They stock a wide variety of electrical supplies including plugs, switches, panel boards, and conduits, plus energy-saving fixtures. ABC Electrical Sales stocks brands like GE, Siemens, Philips, Cutler Hammer, and Allen Bradley. They also offer free island-wide delivery just to suit your needs. Visit them at Shop 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10, or call 876-754-3714-5 or 876-754-3825-8. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in the electrical business.
play. All months and years after election day. Now all politicians remember, vote, the fight. Don't do it. Lord of mercy, say that we're living on free food ticket. Not the money in my pocket, not a cent in our vote. Now where me a go do? Me not go rob, me not go rob. Living in the land of a common people. Living in the ghetto, me no know where me a go do. Cause politics about you. This a one brand new, it brand new. That's why me just nah go love it, nah go love it. Don't tell them nah go love it. They need to nah go love it. Don't tell them nah go love it. Say ya go nah go love it. Me say nah go love it, manly nah go love it. A PNP shot a labor right, nah go love it. A labor right shot a PNP, nah go love it. That's why I'm calling to the citizens of this little island. I wanna remember say the whole away we are black Jamaica. And let just live in love and unity and make we live as one. And nobody get up every day with politics fiction. And Lord, I call on to the prime ministers and leaders of the opposition. Tell them to tell them followers we want peaceful election. And I want it to be the first time happening in my country. And the days of election, labor right shake and we see NP. So hear me now, nah go love it, nah go love it. Don't tell them nah go love it, nah go love it. Don't tell them nah go love it, nah go love it. You know the politics business, nah go love it. Me when you kick out your foot because you nah love it. Baby, when you wait because you nah go love it. Me when you turn around cause you nah go love it. Because put up your one and you a tell them power. That they mean that your heart desire. If you push up your blasted 2 finger and make the whole world know say you wash up. That a for your blasted heart desire. Now where your man live a be one idea. Around microphone me and the roots and culture. If you get up every day and kill your black brother, I talk about you a pipe Malay and Siaga. I picture you don't know you commit for rolling murder. Cause of blood money you get up a fight over. You know me.
Is it a misplaced melancholy? Well, it's politics time again. Are you gonna vote now? My people may talk. It's politics time again. Are you gonna vote now? My God. Rise up, fallen sufferers. Rise and take your stands again. He who fights and run away will live to fight another day. It's politics time again. Are you gonna vote now? You people me attack. It's politics time again now. Are you gonna vote now? Deal with love and not war. It's the right and it's the duty of a citizen to vote. I have on them constitution. Long time it did a joke. Fed up of promises and hopeless hope. Ballot box must be empty. Vote house closed. No one arm, no one choose the color of their clothes now. But some just plain greedy. No matter how we teach, they'll forget easier. Look, it's politics time again. Are you gonna vote now? Deal with love and not war. We all shall vote, yeah. If it's Rasta, then talking. Look here, bloodshed from Rima. Down in the valley, got me here, yeah. Krypton has become a gunman compound. No place for people with citizenship, Lord. Them crying relentlessly, yeah. People moving every minute, every hour. Gunshot falling like hell shower. Oh, yeah. Nuclear power. It's politics time again. Well, are you gonna vote now? Good people may talk. It's politics time again. Are you gonna vote now? Ooh.
I won't hide. No, I won't hide. Boom, this a junior. Boom, this a junior. Boom, this a junior. If Jah is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid of the pestilence that crawleth by night? If Jah is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid of the pestilence that crawleth by night? Your best you try to harm me and I, aiming away. No weapon that form against me, this I just shall not be. Divine protection shall set my soul free. Talk to me, Jah is standing by my side. Then why should I be afraid of a pestilence that falleth by night? If Jah is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid of a pestilence that falleth by night? The gates of hell can never prevail, for I know Jah, he never fail. What you think I'm gonna do, keep up now? No, not above. My foes attack and I just smile. They don't seem to understand my style. My confidence is so high. In a Baba Jah is standing by my side. Then why should I be afraid of a pestilence that falleth by night? If Jah is standing by my side, then why should I be afraid of a pestilence that falleth by night? Give me faith, oh Jah, I pray, oh Lord, to face another day. Lord, give me strength to face another day. Carry on life's road, carry on my load. Give me strength, oh Jah, to carry on. Oh my Lord, oh Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. You tell me when I think. All help from resistance and all help from you to go, without whom I could not be. Maybe you're trying to leave you out of your life, but I won't be so unwise. And so I promise to serve thee, oh my Lord, and I beg thee some mercy. Lord, give me strength to face another day. Journey along life's road, carry my heavy load. Give me strength, oh Jah, to carry on. Oh my Lord. Sweep over my soul. Sweep over my soul. Though the road in life gets rough, Jah just sweep over my soul. Bring me back, sweep over my soul. Sweep over my soul. Man will have to fall, and all the righteous man will have to stand tall. And the wrong man know them got all, and now them back against the wall and fall. I see the wicked man will have to fall, and all the righteous man will have to stand tall. And the wrong man know them got all, and now them back against the wall and fall. Long time we go on them and they never want listen. Tell them not this the man will get the blessing. Listen to the birds when you hear them a sing. Listen to the leaves all on the tree limb. Watch all the fishes in the sea when them swim. Every living thing have become here the king. And all the water from the spring, me sing, hey. Say all the wicked man will not
Good morning to you anywhere you are in the country on this day in sports. September 3, 2025. We hope that today is a good day for all Jamaicans. We hope that at the end of the day, Jamaica can move forward in lockstep, that there is unity regardless of what the final tally, well, it will be preliminary anyway, but what the preliminary tally in the seat count across the country will show. It's a Wednesday. You don't need me to tell you that. It's election day. You don't need me to tell you that either. But you need me to tell you that Nationwide 90 FM will be your constant companion throughout this day. And why not rise to the occasion?
The occasion. Look at yourself and say you're strong. No one can stop you. Oh yeah. Rise to the occasion. Go ahead, you know you're strong. No one can stop you. It's for you to make the best in the life. Now that you've got the chance, get up and step towards your goal. It's alright. Fulfill your needs and the wants. You to make the best in the life. Now that you've got the chance, get up and step towards your goal. It's alright. Yeah, yeah. Some people read and
I see SH in the chat saying, George, you're dressed so neutral today. Then today's a neutral day. Yeah, the only branding I'm interested in is this. Yes, see? 4%ers. 4%ers. It's all about 4%ers this morning. And yeah, I want to big up Andrew Gordon. Andrew Watson, beg your pardon. Andrew Watson. My friend Jermaine King says Andrew Watson is a rock stone comrade. But he listens every morning, never misses it. And we really enjoy your company. Andrew, we used to go UTech together, didn't we? Yeah. Big up yourself. Yeah? There you go. Thank you, Cara. All right. So, as I said to you yesterday, listeners, what will happen today is this. Nationwide 90 FM will be on all of your platforms constantly. So how we've divided up the day is this. We're going to have a lot of interaction today. So if you've never called Nationwide before, today's a good day because we have a whole day where you can call. Yeah. We are going to go from the coverage, really heavy lifting starts from around 7 o'clock. Well, 7 o'clock because we're going to make some links in our 7 a.m. newscast. And after the 7 a.m. newscast, we go right up until 10. Then at 10, it's time for Clifton to come down from his estate in the hills and to work until 2 p.m. Then from 2 p.m., yeah, I'll return for another piece of the action. Then at 5, we'll have major news. Then from 5:30, everybody, including you, should be watching us from 5:30 for that results show, because it will be like none other. I keep saying that, I'm a very strong advocate for youth participation. And there will be a strong youth flavor to what we do this evening. They'll have their own set where they'll be able to indulge in their own discussions, engage in their own discussions rather. But tonight is not the day, today is not the day for apprentices. Today is not the day to experiment with things, experiment with people in positions. This is not the day to just put somebody in a chair and hope they talk and make sense. Today is the day for the people who know this thing, who are plugged into this thing. A lot of people who are in media believe you can fudge your way through an election coverage. You can fudge your way through many things. You can't fudge your way through an election coverage. People will watch and they'll see and they'll know and they'll turn off from you. So we give you a guarantee that with us, you'll get the best coverage. You'll get the benefit of sharp insight, analysis, people who are plugged into the news, not somebody who reads headlines that are sent to them by X or by Instagram, or watch TikTok videos and then are informed and come and talk to you. That would be an insult to you. Yeah? You're talking about people who are plugged into this thing called news, who write the news, who make the news every day. And that's the benefit we're giving you with the vast experience of our panel. And of course, Cliff will be one of the two anchors for the broadcast. We have our best on the streets. Tana Thomas is in St. Elizabeth. She told me, George, I want to make history by being the first person to cast a vote in my constituency in this election. So I'm sure she's in line already. We'll hear from her around about 7 a.m. We'll be touching base with Franklin McKnight, who's over there in Western St. Mary for us. Ricardo Brooks will be tracking the Prime Minister. Chevron Campbell has the job of following the movements of the opposition leader. And both gentlemen are expected to vote early so they can move around the space and lend support to their colleagues in their respective parties. So it's going to be a day where Nationwide does not stop. It won't break. We won't retreat. We will be right here on the front line, and we will be your constant companions. All right? So let's take a break. When we come back, I want to share a few did you know facts with you, because we crafted that series deliberately so that you could get a feel, those of you who are young to the politics, of what happened before, putting in context where we are today, some of the important events, some of the big performances by candidates, some of the disappointments even. And we have put those into a feature we called Did You Know, that we use at 5 p.m. I'm going to pick some of that from that list for you, and I'll play them after this break.
It's This Morning on Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
6:45.
JPS and Partners Cooperative Credit Union offers financial solutions for every stage in your life: savings, auto loans, mortgages, and more. The Temperature by JPS and Partners Cooperative Credit Union, your financial partner for life, is
28 degrees Celsius in Kingston, 28 degrees Celsius in Montego Bay, 22 degrees Celsius in Mandeville. Looking for superior quality transportation from an international award-winning provider? Well, look no further. Choose Island Car Rentals, Jamaica's leading car rental company, setting the standard for ground transportation in Jamaica. For over 50 years, Island Car Rentals has been your trusted partner for reliable, top-quality vehicles. But we're more than just a car rental company. Need an airport transfer at any hour? Heading out of town and want to travel in style with a private chauffeur? Need a truck to rent for business or personal use? Or maybe you need a customized shuttle or tour for a large or a small group. Whatever your transportation need, Island Car Rentals has you covered. Call us today at 876-926-8012 or 876-929-5875 or visit www.islandcarrentals.com to book your next trip. Because Island people take better care of you. For all your electrical needs, visit ABC Electrical Sales. They stock a wide variety of electrical supplies, including plugs, switches, panel boards, and conduits, plus energy-saving fixtures. ABC Electrical Sales stocks brands like GE, Siemens, Philips, Cutler Hammer, and Allen Bradley. They also offer free island-wide delivery just to suit your needs. Visit them at Shop 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10, or call 876-754-3714-5 or 876-754-3825-8. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in the electrical business. All right, let's take in Ludlow's report first on this morning. Ludlow, good morning.
Morning. It's a quick report, though, George. And morning to our listeners, motoring public, and everyone there. The students, I am actually on the Hagley Park side there, coming up towards Eastwood Park Road, and what I can see is that the traffic is really free flowing. Looking across Maxfield Avenue, you're going to notice it's also free flowing. And going towards South Oden Avenue, yes, it's a little bit busy there, but Mullines Road normally congested at this time. Coming towards Eastwood Park, it is also free flowing. I noticed a number of people in the different colors. Apparently, they're going to transportation, they're going to their various areas to probably cast their votes, but nothing, I would say, at this particular point in time that alarms me. All I can say is that after 3, looking at it now from South Oden Avenue side, a bit busy, but if you're on the Constantine Road leg, southbound heading towards Alpha 3, it's going to be free flow. And generally, when I drove around early this morning, didn't notice anything, nothing noticeable. The road was actually clear, I would say. Not sure what is going to happen later, but so far, so good. And as you said, George, yeah, we urge everybody to be united. It doesn't matter, it's Jamaica. It's all about Jamaica. United we stand, divided we fall. So just be united. Whichever way it goes, just be united in the best interest of Jamaica.
There's a fable, Ludlow, that says the early bird catches the worm. It's really the proverb, early bird catches the worm. So I think that people who are not on the streets are probably queued somewhere at a polling station trying to get their vote in early before they relax for the rest of the day or go on to work.
Okay, there you go. And I remember that vowel from yesterday, George.
Yes, man. I know you would remember. All right, catch you after 7.
All right.
All right, respect. Lolo there with Street Smarts 1. All right, listen, today's a special day. Today is not a day for word of the day. What I'm going to ask, King, is that you look in that nationwide folder for the Did You Know? And we're going to drop a couple of them. So again, it is just to put into very simple context some of the milestones from our electoral past, some of the great deeds of candidates in the past, some of the missteps, how far the electoral process has matured. Once we were known for having fraudulent elections where fear was at the top of the consideration of persons who otherwise would have wanted to participate in the electoral process. Those days have changed. It's been a long, long road to the point now where we take for granted that elections will be free and fair and that there'll be no violence. We also take for granted the fact that nobody is going to challenge or take up arms if the election doesn't go their way. If counting is not going their way, that's not our history, thankfully. And, we shouldn't take these things for granted because a lot has gone into putting us here. We were on the brink, beyond the brink. No, we are far away from the brink. We should celebrate that. All right. The top one, King. Election, did you know? Fact. What about this one? Let's go.
In the race to 32, facts matter. Did you know that the constituency of Southwest St. Andrew, which is acknowledged as a PNP stronghold, was once a safe seat for the JLP? Yes, that's a fact. David Clement Tavares, known to his legion of supporters as Clem, dominated the seat for the JLP, winning 3 straight general elections, 1959, 1962, and 1967. Tavares is the uncle of Senate President Tom Tavares Finson. This nationwide Did You Know fact is part of our coverage for the race to 32 as we preview the next general election.
Clem Tavares, many of us who are, many of you who are young in the politics would not have known that Southwest St. Andrew wasn't always this way. And that Did You Know fact was intended to highlight just that this isn't a seat that the JLP have not tasted success in. In fact, they were the dominant party in the entire South St. Andrew belt. And many feel that had Clem Tavares not passed, it would have concretized the JLP's hold. And the nature of the constituency, both South St. Andrew and Southwest St. Andrew, would have been markedly different had he not transitioned. And it's fun. It's ironic that Nationwide in 2025 is calling its election coverage Race to 32. And Cliff explained that for you. I heard him one morning on Cliff Hughes Online saying the Race to 32, it is simple, but very effective, I think. And I would think so because it's ours. Race to 32 because I hear people counting seats using abacus calculator, plugging in formulae, trying to find the numbers that both sides will win in the election today. And we say, well, it's as simple as this. Because there are 63 seats, the first side that hits 32 wins the election. So it's the race to 32 that will determine who occupies Jamaica House. And I say it's ironic that we're calling our coverage Race to 32 because in the very first election,
1944, after universal adult suffrage, there were 32 seats. 32 seats. 22 were won by the Labour Party. 5 were won by the PNP. And 5 were won by independent candidates. Imagine that. 5 independent candidates winning in 1944. And now, 2025, we're back at 32. The race to 32. Let's take another one, King. The second one in that lineup.
In the race to 32, facts matter.
Did you know that the constituency of Southwest St. Andrew became a PNP stronghold in 1976? Yes, that's a fact. The JLP had a winning streak in the constituency, taking the general elections of 1959, 1962, 1967, and 1972. The streak was broken by the PNP in 1976, when the then Portia Simpson beat the JLP's Joseph McPherson by more than 9,000 votes. The JLP retook control of the seat in the 1983 polls, which was boycotted by the PNP. 6 years later, in 1989, Portia struck again, winning the seat for the PNP and holding it until 2017, when she retired from representational politics. The constituency is among the safest PNP seats in the country and is now led by Dr. Angela Brown Burke.
This nationwide Did You Know fact is part of our coverage for the race to 32 as we preview the next general election.
Yep, so Mrs. Simpson Miller, she was just Portia Simpson then, the one to step in for the PNP and take Southwest St. Andrew, and the seat has remained orange from that day till now. Someone just messaged me to ask how to remind them of the age of Clement Tavares when he died. He was only 43, and he had a bad heart, and he succumbed to complications caused by that bad heart, and he died at only 43 years old. There was recently a statue placed, erected for him in the constituency, well, certainly in the Payne Avenue area, and a mark of the man. Had a fearsome reputation. The history books say the National Library has some very good information on him and all of those politicians who came before. And yeah, if you want to know more about him, you can check that out. All right. Of course, he's the uncle of the Senate President, Tom Tavares Finson. So, folks, it's 6:56, 4 minutes to 7. We're going to have news at the top of the hour. Margie Gordon will present that. She'll speak to a couple of our correspondents on the road today. The whole team is out. We have a skeleton team here. The producers are going to have a tough task today in studio. And we'll be with you right the way through. We're taking your calls. We're talking to people. We're talking to candidates after they've cast their ballots. We're talking to just people going about their business. We'll be talking to the police as things happen. We'd prefer if we don't have to talk to the police today, because that means that all will be it will be a trouble-free day. But we have the police election command center on speed dial, so we can check in if there is any problem. And yeah, it's going to be a good day, regardless of the outcome after 5 o'clock. It is still One Jamaica. Love your side, support your side, vote. You can run joke hard, you can draw a card hard, but at the end of the day, remember, on Thursday, September 4, life continues. You're still going to have bills to pay. You're still going to have children to mind. You're still going to have a family to take care of. You're still going to have obligations to fill. NCB still go on their mortgage money. Them still go come for them credit card money. The microfinancing people, them still go on the money. Your car payment still go due. You still have to pay your car insurance. You still have to go to the supermarket and pay with cash. Life continues on Thursday, September 4. So let's not behave as if the world will end if your side does not win on this day in sports. And online, they've been calling it for the past several days, Jamaica Sports Day, green versus orange with a little purple thrown in. And that's exactly what it is. It's a dead run to Jamaica House. PNP, JLP running flat out. Who will get to 32 first is the big question this morning and on this day in sports. Mr. King, may it please you to strike up the band and take us up to 7 o'clock in music.
Them try clip we wings, somehow we can't fly out. But when we there a yard, nothing nice like Jamaica. Roast breadfruit and banana. Under the tree with a glass of lemonade. Jumping at the river when me ready for bed. No boy can't buy me out. Me no foreign minded, no way compared to Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna feel Jamaica love. Everybody wanna visit Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna see Jamaica love. The one that represent the citizens of Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Represent where you born. Too enough hurricane and star. From the time red jack, me no matter about tax man, still a hustler than a guan.
Nationwide 90 FM, continuing the tradition of fair, fearless, and factual reporting.
Jamaica, let's make road safety a priority. Slow down, stay focused. Remember, every life matters. The time brought to you by the JIS is...
News time, 7 o'clock.
If you need to build it, plumb it, weld it, pave it, or power it, National Supply has it. Get the best brands for the job at Jamaica's Industrial Hardware Superstore, Kingston Normal Bay. The temperature by National Supply is
28 degrees Celsius in Kingston and Montego Bay and 23 in Mandeville.
The most credible news in the morning. The news at 7 on Nationwide 90 FM.
Good morning, I'm Marjorie Gordon. Coming up in the news at 7 this morning, Wednesday, September 3, 2025. Today is General Election Day. Voting is underway in the country's 19th general election. 184 candidates representing 4 political parties plus independents will be battling across 63 constituencies. And the elections will be observed by both local and international organizations led by CAFE. The news in details.
If it's news, it's got to be Nationwide 90 FM.
Now the news in detail. The polls are now opening in Jamaica's 19th general election since universal adult suffrage in 1944. Voting is set to start in over 7,200 polling stations across the 63 constituencies. Electors will choose their members of parliament and which party will form the next government. The JLP and PNP have fielded candidates in all constituencies. Also on the ballot are the Jamaica Progressive Party, JPP, fielding 47 candidates, and the United Independence Congress, UIC, with 7. The Electoral Office of Jamaica, EOJ, has confirmed that polling stations are fully prepared with ballots, voting materials, and trained staff in place. Approximately 2 million registered voters are eligible to cast their ballots, and EOJ is urging citizens to exercise their franchise peacefully and responsibly. Nationwide's team is out across the constituencies, and we start our coverage with Ricardo Brooks. Ricardo, good morning.
Good morning, Marjorie. Good morning to the listeners. I am at the Wees Road Basic School in the Dallas division of East Rural St. Andrew, 3 minutes after 7, and I'm waiting for the police to open the polling station. They are only letting in 4 people. I was not able to ascertain why that is exactly, but there's a small crowd congregated on the outside of the gate, waiting to go in to the polling station, of course, East Rural St. Andrew. will be one to watch tonight. The Dallas Division, Harborview Division, Kintyre, Mavis Bank Division will be critical to Juliet Holness's attempt to go on for a third term as the Member of Parliament. But as it is now, the polling station is not yet officially open. A small crowd has congregated, and we are waiting to go in to be able to cast the ballot.
Thank you very much, Ricardo. Our next reporter we have is Robian Williams. Robian, good morning. Where are you?
Good morning, Marjorie. Good morning to our listeners or viewers. I am at the Belmont Park Primary School in the Helsha Division, and that's in St. Catherine South. So South St. Catherine being the incumbent Member of Parliament, Fitz Jackson, and we have for the Jamaica Labour Party, we have Delroy Dobney, and also from the JPP, the Jamaica Progressive Party, we have on the ballot this morning George Morrison. The polling station here opened at exactly 7 a.m. At 7 a.m., I counted approximately 38 people standing in the line. When the polling station was opened, then the voters, they dispersed, and they're now awaiting instructions as it relates to voting. There are different polling stations to cast their ballots. Yes. I too am awaiting to cast my ballot. I'm in the line here at the Belmont Park Primary School, Marjorie.
And Robian, what is the mood like? Are persons just waiting calmly to vote?
Anxiously waiting. I spoke with a few. They say that they came here early enough so that they wouldn't have to deal with the influx of people who intend to vote at around midday thereabout. There are people here who say they've been here from approximately 6:30 awaiting just because they want to get in and get out as fast as possible.
Okay, thank you very much, Robian Williams, there in St. Catherine South. Our next reporter is Kimone Thompson, and she is in central Manchester. Kimone, good morning.
Morning, Marjorie.
What's the situation like where you are?
So I'm in Mayday, the community of Mayday, at Mayday High School in central Manchester. The polls did open on time, but there are only a handful of people here at the moment. Those who are here say they've been here from as early as 6. But there's not much activity at this time. I'm voting here and at PD 26, which is where I intend to cast my ballot. I'm number 5 in the line, and there's nobody behind me. So it gives you an idea of the size of the, I would say crowd, but it's not a crowd so far.
So we would say a very slow start there in central Manchester for now.
I would say that.
Okay.
Yes, I would say that.
Okay, then, Kimone. Anything else happening in the area, or as far as you can see?
Not that I have seen. On the drive in, I did not notice any activity on the drive to here. I didn't see any crowds of people wearing their respective party colors. I didn't notice any congregations, didn't hear any noise, any festivity, nothing of the sort. It was a pretty
calm
quiet
morning.
Yeah.
Right. Well, early hours.
I don't know what the rest of the day will hold, but so far it's,
Okay, then thank you.
Quiet and slow.
Thank you very much, Kimone Thompson there in central Manchester. We'll continue the newscast now. JLP General Secretary Dr. Horace Chang says the party will win a comfortable majority in today's general election. Dr. Chang spoke to Ricardo Brooks on Nationwide at 5 on Tuesday.
We'll have a comfortable majority, very comfortable majority.
What do you define as comfortable?
Comfortable, certainly beyond 32 or 33. I tell you how comfortable I am. I've been general secretary for 2 elections. I stay in my constituency and observe, keep in touch. I'm sure this time, and not only because it may be the last one I do at this level, I'll be traveling into Belmont Road to be near to assist the Prime Minister in announcing the results. I'm sure the results will be positive.
That's how confident you are?
Yeah.
According to Dr. Chang, Prime Minister and JLP leader Dr. Andrew Holness shares his confidence.
Have you spoken to the Prime Minister today?
Yes, of course. Speak to the Prime Minister pretty much daily.
What's his mood?
He too is very positive, optimistic. He has done a masterful campaign. He has traveled the country, and the style of campaigning has been very engaging. In fact, you're aware that we have had 3 mass meetings. Others were more driving through, engaging small groups. From the point of view of government, some people charge that it's abuse of government is foolishness. In democracy, there's an advantage to the incumbency. And when the Prime Minister goes out to do anything on behalf of government, he engages people. It's his natural way of doing things. So in the campaign, he extended that.
Dr. Horace Chang, JLP General Secretary. Meanwhile, a confident Dr. Chang says the traditional PNP strongholds of North Trelawney and Central Manchester will be retained by the JLP.
There are a couple of surprises. We have some young candidates who have worked hard in traditional PNP seats, and we will keep them. Rhoda Corfield and Toverhampton will return to Parliament. Those are 2 traditional top seats.
Northern Trelawney, Central Manchester will remain with the Jamaica Labour Party.
Yeah, hardworking individuals who have worked honestly and sincerely and engage their population in a positive way. The Jamaican electorate, as I said, is responding now. We have gone out of the die-hard mode, quite frankly, in most areas. There's a whole generation of individuals, young and mature, who are looking at their capacity and the work of their members of Parliament and making decisions how to cast their vote. The majority of that is in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party.
Dr. Horace Chang, JLP General Secretary. Rhoda Moy Crawford shocked many when she defeated the PNP's Peter Bunting in Central Manchester in her rookie election campaign in 2020. Similarly, Tova Hamilton was victorious in her first ever attempt in 2020 when she defeated Victor Wright and Genevieve Dawkins in North Trelawney. Crawford is facing a strong challenge for her seat from Mayor of Mandeville, the PNP's Donovan Mitchell. Hamilton, meanwhile, is going up against the PNP veteran Dr. Wickham McNeil. And the JLP General Secretary is welcoming members of the diaspora who have come home to cast their ballot in today's polls. There have been scores of videos circulating online showing Jamaicans abroad arriving home in their numbers to participate in the democratic process.
The diaspora was reflective of Jamaican society. There's good enthusiasm among our supporters, so I expect a small margin, a majority coming from the diaspora. There's a committed heart of people. There's some coming for the PNP as well. It is not an area that we canvass extensively. The opposition was overseas several times, so I've been the Prime Minister, and there are several voters coming home. I have several coming to my constituency. But that, I don't think diaspora currently changes the impact in the local scene. But it's good to have them home, welcome them home, participate in their democratic process.
Dr. Horace Chang, JLP General Secretary. The videos and posts across social media platforms show scores of citizens arriving at the country's 2 major airports. The jubilant supporters, decked in their party colors, are either carrying a bell or chanting "Time Come." It's understood the flood of visitors caused some delays at the airports. Associate Professor at the University of Technology, Dr. Rowan Lewis, says the ruling JLP had a stronger messaging strategy in their general election campaign. He was speaking on Nationwide at 5 on Tuesday.
The cohesiveness of the JLP's campaign was phenomenal. You saw where it started, you saw the execution, you saw how everything complemented everything else. And the scattershot approach, I would call it, of the People's National Party in many regards, having to clarify points and going back and forth with information and not being very clear on very specific things, that left much to be desired for the People's National Party.
The JLP campaigned on their achievements since they took the helm of the government in 2016. Meanwhile, the PNP has used their campaign to focus on the theme "Time Come for Change." Dr. Lewis says there were several highlights on the campaign trail.
There are some subtle undertones that were there, the race issue, the class issue, the language, which was not so subtle, but that all of those came out. The fact that you see Andrew going about using Jamaican Creole on the platform, and that is to be contrasted with Mark's lack of fluency in the Jamaican language, for instance. All of those issues made it a very, very, very fascinating campaign. I would say that for the public, facing, the Jamaica Labour Party had a much stronger, more cohesive messaging. For that audience, the People's National Party did not have a very strong message.
Dr. Rowan Lewis, Associate Professor at the University of Technology. Meanwhile, public commentator Sewell Anglin says the opposition PNP has achieved its campaign objective of damaging the reputation of JLP leader, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness.
I think denting Andrew's character, because I think one of the strong things that Andrew has going for him is that over the time since he has been the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, is that we have grown with Andrew as a leader. And I think the best thing for you to shake the perception of him and, to shake and to take away from all the great things that the Jamaica Labour Party has done is to go for the head. And I think it worked extremely well. And we still see that kind of messaging. We saw it in debates. And so I think those messages, no matter where you go across the island, you hear people coming back with that same rhetoric.
She notes that Dr. Holness's character was marred by the PNP as the election season progressed.
Even if they win, there is still some damage that has been done.
Yes, he's been scarred. Yeah.
Right. And I think that was their intention. If it works in the poll, or if it works against them, then that is a different discussion. Their intention was to create that damage to Andrew, and I think that damage is done.
Sewell Anglin, public commentator, she was also speaking on Nationwide at 5 on Tuesday. To news overseas now, President Donald Trump says the U.S. has carried out a strike against a drug-carrying vessel in the Southern Caribbean, killing 11 narco-terrorists. He posted on social media that Tuesday's U.S. military operation had targeted members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. Trump says the vessel was in international waters and was transporting illegal narcotics bound for the U.S. He adds that the strike should serve as a warning to persons considering bringing drugs into the United States. And that's news at 7.
Sign up for the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free. The time by JN Money is
7:16.
Rent or buy your hurricane supplies from Total Tools. Visit 102 Main Street, Outaris, 34 Slipe Road, Kingston 5, or Lot C6, Drax Hall, St. Anne's Bay. The temperature brought to you by Total Tools Jamaica is
28 degrees Celsius in Kingston, 29 in Montego Bay, and 22 in Mandeville.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paint's 100% acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Want to reduce your high electricity bills? Then Peak Energy has the solution for you. From grid-tied to hybrid solar inverters with full lithium-ion battery pack. Installation and maintenance packages available. Visit us at Shop 1, 3 Mosquito Valley Road, Red Hill, St. Andrew. Call 876-279-8820 or 944-0668. Or email us at peakenergysolutionsja@gmail.com. Peak Energy for everything solar.
Jamaica's largest tile selection just got even bigger. Discover what's new at Active Home Center. With our latest arrivals, it's easier than ever to make your space truly unique. Explore ocean blues, botanical greens, and soft sandy neutrals that bring a calm, effortless vibe. From bold patterns to sleek, large format tiles in glossy or matte finishes, every room makes a statement. Shop now at Active Kingston and Montego Bay. Active Home Center. More savings, more choices.
Time now for Street Smarts 2 with Ludlow McLean. Morning again, Ludlow.
Morning, George. It's still bright and sunny, I should say. Blue skies. And let's see what's happening during the course of the day. And I should also tell you that, depending on where you are, but I can tell you so far, places like Cargill Avenue, Balmoral Avenue, Balata Avenue, and all these areas, it's really good vehicle move. Even coming up Maxfield Avenue, and this is northbound to connect with Eastwood Park Road. They're going in pretty good. So those of you who are heading out to cast your vote, please do so. The movement is pretty good at this particular point in time. And I just wish all the best, and I wish both parties all the best. So as usual, at Street Smart, your safety remains our concern. Over to you, George.
All right, Ludlow, thank you very much, Ludlow, there with Street Smarts too. He has some big responsibilities today, Ludlow. We'll be hearing from him and the team later on today. That's Street Smarts too. A little ease, and then we come back and get right into it. Front Page is brought to you today by ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in the electrical business. For all your electrical needs, visit ABC Electrical Sales. They stock a wide variety of electrical supplies, including plugs, switches, panel boards, and conduits, plus energy-saving fixtures. ABC Electrical Sales stocks brands like GE, Siemens, Philips, Cutler Hammer, and Allen Bradley. They also offer free island-wide delivery just to suit your needs. Visit them at Shop 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10, or call 876-754-3714-5 or 876-754-3825-8. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice in the electrical business. Welcome back to Nationwide this morning, this day in sports, General Election Day, September 3, 2025, as it was 5 years ago to the day. And we are set for a more competitive contest on paper between these two teams, Team JLP and Team PNP. All right, so I begin this period of the coverage by reaching out to my friend and colleague, Tawna Thomas, who's out in Southeast St. Elizabeth. She is voting there in that constituency, and she's been in line since before day, as country people would say. Morning, Tawna.
Good morning to you, George. Good morning to our listeners and our viewers. Are you able to hear me well?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Great.
What's happening where you are?
So I'm at the Rosal Primary and Infant School, and that's in the Malvern Division, of course, as you said, in Southeast St. Elizabeth. The incumbent Franklin Whittle going up against the PNP's Norman Scott. And I'm not sure if you're able to hear.
I am hearing a whole heap of horns in your background.
Because the runners have been going back and forth since daylight, you know. They've been going back and forth since about 6 o'clock. I've been up here since about that time. And I have been able to vote. I did tell you, George, was it yesterday that
Yes.
I wanted to make history this morning?
Yes.
And I did.
You were the first one.
I was the first. I was the first at this polling station to cast my ballot this morning. And it was a very smooth process. The gates opened sharp at 7 a.m. I can tell you now that there are about 60 or so voters in line. People are coming out early to cast their ballot. There are about a dozen or more EOJ workers who are in the polling divisions. There are 4 polling divisions here. You have 2 personnel from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, supported by 4 auxiliary police, or as we call them here in Jamaica, the one-day constables. So they are also here with their batons, ready to assist the 2 Jamaica Constabulary Force personnel in whichever way necessary. And it's just been a very busy morning here at Rosal Primary and Infant School, one of the rural areas in the Malvern Division here in Southeast St. Elizabeth, where the people they come out early and they vote a lot. I can tell you that the runners on both sides, the GLP, PNP, have been bringing out the elderly. So I've been paying attention to the lines, and you're seeing several elderly in the lines across the 4 PDs. There are some people as well who are taxi operators. I heard some of them saying, listen, I have to come out early because I have work. So you have persons who, after they leave here, they are heading to their jobs, wherever that may be in St. Elizabeth or elsewhere. So they're coming out early to exercise their franchise and then get moving.
Excellent. Okay, what you have a very, very tough assignment on paper because you're going across 2 big constituencies. It's a good thing these are places you know like the back of your hand. Where to from here?
So I can tell you right now that the incumbent, Franklin Witter, he is casting his ballot at the moment in Lititz. So I am trying to head there after I leave from the Rosal Primary and Infant School. I will also try to make it across, because, I'm crisscrossing, as you said, over into the southwest St. Elizabeth constituency, the incumbent Floyd Green and the PNP's Dr. Miranda Wellington. Floyd Green casting his ballot at about 10:30 at Black River High, and Dr. Miranda Wellington casting her ballot at about 9 a.m. So I'll be trying to grab them. If it is that I don't grab them when they're casting their ballot at some point today, I will try to find them as well to get their mood, the flow of the day for them, how things are going.
Excellent, excellent. Well, stay at it, stick with it, and good to open the innings with you this morning, Tawna. We'll talk later.
Certainly.
All right, Tawna Thomas there. She is in Southeast St. Elizabeth, and she has already done the business, has already cast her ballot. Siobhan Campbell has the assignment of rolling with the opposition leader, Mark Jefferson Golding. Siobhan, good morning.
Good morning, George. I'm coming to you from Rosemary Nephesold's place on Dillsbury Avenue in North East St. Andrew, where the opposition leader, along with his wife, have both voted. They're currently now outside taking interviews and doing those type of shots as they head other areas.
Northeast St. Andrew, that's the race between Delroy Chuck and Stacey Knight.
That's correct. As you know, this is Delroy Chuck's constituency. He won this race in 2020 by more than 3,000 votes with a voter turnout of 48%.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Any
2 divisions of Barbican and Waterloo, just to give some additional information. 72 polling divisions total and around 22,000 electors.
Very well. So where are you likely to go with this opposition leader-led motorcade from here, Siobhan?
Well, the minders of the opposition leader are keeping things quite close to the vest. They said that they'll give us better details once this matter of him casting his ballot is out of the way, and they'll keep us updated as the day goes on.
Give me an idea of the line at that polling station.
Well, as you know, there's a very upper scale premises or upper scale constituency.
Your kind of place.
Quite a few people at the early part in the morning, about 50 or so electors so early in the morning.
Yes.
Mr. Golding was essentially at the front of the line. Things got underway right on time at 7 o'clock, and he is just exiting the premises as we speak.
Tell me about the energy before you go, Siobhan. Are you feeling it? Is today feeling like an extraordinary day, an election day?
Well, up here in Upper St. Andrew, in Northeast St. Andrew, it is quite subdued, quite calm. I don't see many party supporters of either stripes, just regular day people going about their business and others casting their ballot as we speak.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Siobhan. We'll touch base with you, several times more for the rest of the morning.
Have a good morning to you and our listeners.
Thank you. Siobhan Campbell there for us. All right. I'm going to go out to St. Thomas, where a man called me this morning, listeners. He's a veteran of the media fraternity, one of the best men with a camera in hand, and he's also a darn good reporter as well, ex-JCF, a principled man. And he told me at 7:13, George, my vote in the box already, he voted in St. Thomas. And I'm going to Llewellyn Winter now. Llewellyn, morning, sir.
Morning, brother George. How are you doing, my brother?
I am doing very well. Oh, you vote so fast?
After traveling, my duties take me around town and all over the places. So I have to make sure I get to the block very early. So I drop in St. Thomas about 6:30. And then was first in line up, the thing went in. Did have my voter's ID, presented my driver's license. Few questions were asked, fingerprints were taken. and then I signed a form, and then that's it.
Quick and fast.
That fast.
Quick and fast.
In less than 5 minutes, I was out of the place.
How many people you left in the line behind you, or there wasn't much of a line?
There was not much a line because I went very early. But when I came out, I noticed the line is getting a little longish.
Yes.
What people is coming in now because it's a quiet community, very rural, so people are coming out timely. The operators are there, a lot of indoor audio agents. I mean, there are more workers than actually voters.
Yes. Yeah, you normally find that at this time of the day.
Yeah. What I find.
Tell me, did you come across any of the big two in any of the St. Thomas constituencies on your journey to or back? I'm talking about Rosie Shaw, Dr. Michelle Charles, James Robertson, or Hubert Williams.
I just saw, while I was driving back on the main where I saw two vehicles for Michelle Charles in Eastern. I saw James Robertson at Yellas there, and I have an exchange with him and move on. So that's basically it. I think he's heading up now to say he's going to cast his ballot to them, man.
As you made that journey into St. Thomas and now out Llewellyn Winter, in terms of the action on the road, vehicles with runners, motorcycles, is the energy building, you would say?
Yeah, man. The vehicles are very colorful. The PNP runners are very colorful vehicles. They're orange. It's totally wrapped, not with that technical wrap, but wrapped with cloths and so forth. Just like JLP vehicles that are wrapped with cloths. A lot of people are coming out, and when I just passed a gas station, I saw a lot of people assembling their part, like they're trying to get gas or so forth to do their work. I haven't seen anything from Mr. Williams or his side, but his team is on the ground. I noticed Colin Campbell was at my polling station out very early.
Very good observation. The former PNP General Secretary.
Yeah, man, he was there.
Yeah,
Marshall Lee. I called him and said, Mr. Campbell, what's up?
Yeah.
Said, Marshall Lee, what is happening in the center? But I don't expect anything to happen there. The people are very cordial, they are very accommodative. I mean, they are very respectful when dealing with the voters. Mm-hmm. They greet us this morning, well, good morning, how are you? Police so is now open to cast your ballot. We want a straight line to go in there, and you are the front to go in first. Shout your name, that we can look forward to the meantime.
Excellent,
and I did just that.
Excellent, sir.
And they found my ballot, and it's people 1, 2, 3. I'm calling people to come out to vote.
Yeah.
Vote.
All right, my veteran reporter. I hear you loud and clear this morning. Thank you for this report, sir.
I'm heading back to Kingston now to see what is happening. So therefore, anything.
Yeah, man, I'll touch base with you, of course.
No problem.
All right, then. Llewellyn Winter there, reporting from St. Thomas. He says he went to Hearties. His ballot was the first one that dropped in the box this morning. And he says he didn't have a voter's ID. So this is a very important thing. Just before the break, Jermaine, he didn't have his voter's ID. He presented his driver's license to authenticate that he was indeed a person in Jamaica. And then they did the tracking to find him in the big book. He had to answer some questions and fingerprint. He said the whole process took 5 minutes, as little as 5 minutes. And that's what the Director of Elections was stressing on the program on Tuesday. If you don't have your ID, you still are eligible to vote and you have the right to vote. It may take a little longer in some cases. Not all the cases will be as fast as Llewellyn Winters, but you are entitled to vote. So if you don't have your ID, but you're on the voters list, the officials there will assist you in getting your ballot into the box. Break time. Back with more after these.
Give up every illegal gun. Call the police at 119 or Crime Stop at 311. The time by the Ministry of National Security is
7:32.
Who wants something really nice, thanks and please. Burger King, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas. Who wants something really nice, thanks and please. BK, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas. Cheese and peas, man, I like. I got my set when I taste the new cheesy fries. Just 5 bills with creamy cheese sauce. Or load it up your way, you are the boss. Everybody sing this part. Hey. Who wants something really nice, thanks and please. BK, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas.
Get the new cheesy fries, limited time only at Burger King.
The following hurricane tip is brought to you by PowerTech Jamaica. Stock up on at least 3 days worth of water, canned goods, flashlight batteries, medication, and first aid supplies. Don't forget your battery-powered or hand-cranked radio and copies of important documents sealed in a plastic container. If the power goes out, stay calm. PowerTech has your back with Jamaica's most trusted, uninterruptible power supply systems. The preceding hurricane tip was brought to you by PowerTech Jamaica.
For all your electrical needs, visit ABC Electrical Sales. They stock a wide variety of electrical supplies, including plugs, switches, panel boards, and conduits, plus energy-saving fixtures. ABC Electrical Sales stocks brands like GE, Siemens, Philips, Cutler Hammer, and Allen Bradley. They also offer free island-wide delivery just to suit your needs. Visit them at Shop 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10, or call 876-754-3714-5 or 876-754-3825-8. ABC Electrical Sales for a better choice in the electrical business.
Back with you listeners this morning. I must tell you, I've been reading the comments from several of you in the chat telling me that you've already voted. I like this. So many people have gotten their ballot into the boxes, and it's only 7:35 already, and that's good. I can tell you, I get excited at specific times. I get excited for a general election. I've always been. The politics is in my blood. Those who know will tell you. I get excited for the FIFA World Cup once every 4 years. So the election is once every 5 years. I get excited for every horse race. If two donkey are run, I'm excited to see them race. Yeah. Do I get excited for anything else? I used to get excited for Manchester United, but I don't know that go. Yeah. And so I'm very excited today. I see people saying that they're nervous. That's fine. Yeah. And you know, petrified about what the result could be, and I'm saying enjoy the journey, don't worry about the destination. Yeah, you can do what you can do in terms of your one vote to influence the direction you want the country to go into. But if majority, the view is the result is different from what you voted for, then you have to work with it just the same. Life continues on the morning of Thursday, September 4. All right, I'm going to a gentleman, one of our elders in this building, one of the men who set standards that youngsters like myself hoped to emulate and still are falling short of it. He's a former president of the Press Association of Jamaica. And I remember as a boy listening to his program, Tell Me About It, on RGR, and marveling at the masterful control of the man speaking. Franklin McKnight, he says he voted in Northwest St. Anne, and because I gave him work to do, he is driving to Western St. Mary when he'd rather be home with his feet up watching the proceedings. Good morning, Sir Franklin.
Good morning, Sir George. Keep a cool head. Don't get excited. You can't get excited on these events, man. I know you're a lyrics man, so you know that. Keep a cool head. Don't get excited.
Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, indeed, sir. How was it? Firstly, good morning to you again. How was the experience in Northwest St. Anne? Tell me about that.
Well, there was a very efficient process. I voted at Liberty Community Center. That is near Dumbarton, and people might more know Discovery Bay. So
yes.
It's a little distance away from Discovery Bay. Up going towards Brownstone from Discovery Bay. Everything was fantastic. The mood outside, the outdoor agents of the two political parties were there. An official from the EOJ was passing through, had them move back a tent on the stipulation to the stipulated distance of 30 meters from the station, the polling station itself. There were three divisions there. And they all opened at 7 o'clock. They all opened at 7 o'clock. There was no line. I was the second person in there, and the process, George, was very efficient. One felt comfortable, and I was in and out of there in 4 minutes.
Wow!
And the all of the staff, EOJ staff, auxiliary security persons, a police officer, JSF officer, and it was sufficient.
Excellent, sir. So that was Northwest St. Anne, where the JLP's Crystal Lee is facing
Gabriela Morris.
Senator Gabriela Morris. Well, she was a senator there, yeah. So yeah. So that's a keenly fought contest.
That's an exciting race today.
Yes, indeed. You though have bigger fish to fry, so to speak, Sir Franklin, because you are making your way to Western St. Mary to see if the JLP chairman can keep his seat.
Yes, and I'm also to touch a little bit over on Southeast.
Yes, Dr. Norman Dunn and Chris Brown, yes.
Yes, that's right. So I'm getting there. It's a long way away for those who remember the geography. It's a long way away, but that's where I'm heading. I'm going to be getting to the areas near Tower Isle, Rio Nuevo, that sort of area first. Retreat, Aracabessa, Boscobel, those areas where there are large numbers.
Yeah.
We won't get around into Gale itself, but there are large numbers in those areas.
Yeah.
Where I'm getting.
So you're covering a lot of ground for us. Sir Franklin, tell me this though. For all the elections you've seen, and you've seen a few over time, talk to me about the feeling coming into this one relative to those you would have experienced before.
Well, I think people are more energized, and I think that's why I expect upwards of 50%. People are talking about these elections, all sorts of people, depending on where you go. Because, for example, I've been to communities just chatting to people where nobody necessarily wants to talk. And there are others where people just engage you very easily. I've been up to the Brownstone Market, for example, last week, and people were just chatting about and jibing, running jokes about the other side's position and energized. That's what I expect. And I also must say that obviously there's no sense of fear about anything.
I was going to ask you about that, yes.
Yes, I don't get that at all. It's not there.
Yes, and that's a welcome feeling to the politics, given our experience.
People are energized, George. I can tell you that. People are energized. On the road this morning, it's very little traffic.
Yes.
This time of morning, I just passed through the Richmond area, towards Perry, that part of it's very, very, very little traffic.
Yes.
And there would be traffic at this time, generally, heavier traffic.
Excellent.
But people are just going about their business.
Yes. So, very well. Well, guess what, Sir Franklin? We'll be tracking you throughout the day. So you take your time and make your way to your predetermined stops, and then we'll check back in with you later.
Wonderful. Have a great day.
All right, yeah, man. That's Sir Franklin McKnight, voted in Northwest St. Anne. Gabriela Morris trying to unseat Crystal Lee, and he's heading to Western St. Mary, and he's also going to be our eyes and ears in Southeast St. Mary. May I ask, before I quote my friend over in Portland, Winston Malcolm, may I ask that, listen, people, very important. When you go, I saw somebody in the chat here praying for their daughter who is working with Cafe, I think. When you go to the polling station, please accept as your responsibility decency. Please behave decently. Help to make the lives of the election day workers, the EOJ staff inside the polling station, have some manners, no? Behave decently. Yeah, show respect. Yeah, have respect for yourself, have respect for the people, and do what you can to make the process as harmonious as possible. It's a small favor I'm asking this morning. Yeah, don't bother behave like hog and goat and hooligan. Don't quarrel with the people. Don't use no bad word today. Yeah, don't cross angry miserable. Not today in the polling station or even outside. Yeah, try to have a good time. Try to relax and just make sure that you are able to do the process smoothly and that you are able to, at the end of the day, drink in the result, whatever it is. I'm begging you, behave yourself is simply what I'm saying. All right? Good. Winston Malcolm, my brethren from out in Portland. Morning, sir. How you do?
Good morning, Mr. Davis.
I am good. How you do?
I'm great.
Talk to me. What's happening where you are?
I went to St. Margaret's Bay and voting is moving pretty well. I spoke to the supervisor, said that they have no problem. There's a strong attachment of police and soldiers on the site, the polling station. I stopped at the all-age school. The voting is moving smoothly, and I'm on my way to Buff Bay Primary. I just spoke to the superintendent of the Portland Police Department, and he assured me that all polling stations has extra police and security in place.
Yes.
So I have seen for myself that voting is moving smoothly, and everything is going on. There's no problem as far as I'm concerned. People are moving about their regular business.
Yes.
And the person are voting.
Winston, we're not expert. Well, I know, but my viewers and listeners aren't as expert on Portland as you are. You said St. Margaret's Bay. Which constituency is that?
Western Portland.
There you go, sir.
St. Margaret's Bay. I went to St. Margaret's Bay. I went to Oak Bay. I stopped at Black Hill. I am on my way to Buff Bay. Then I'll join you at about 9:30
yes.
Eastern Portland.
Eastern Portland. So all of those communities he mentioned, all of those communities Winston mentioned, listeners, are in West Portland, Black Hill. I have a couple of friends up in Black Hill. So he's been to Black Hill, St. Margaret's Bay, Hope Bay, and he's going to eventually...
And I'm on my way to Buff Bay now.
Buff Bay now.
Which is the chief town in Western Portland.
Yes, the energy is going to be there. As you left home this morning, Winston, and drove, how would you describe, does it feel like an election day?
Yes. People moving. The stores are closed. Most stores are closed. And I see persons from both political parties getting themselves organized. At the Old Bay School, the PNP at one side, the JLP on the other side, people seem to have an harmonious friendship, talking to each other and getting things going. The security is moving around. I don't see any problems at the three polling stations.
Yeah, Winston, critically, Winston, on this day, of course, you have the runners moving around. You have various people engaged in activities. You know the place very well. Is there any sign so far that we're going to have rain in Portland today?
No, I was coming to that.
Yes.
It's a bright and sunny day. No nimbus clouds, no clouds of rain clouds in any over Blue Mountain or the Tronco Mountain. It can start to feel the heat already. It's a bright and sunny day.
And tell me again, if it is bright and sunny at this time, is it likely to change? You again, depending on your expert knowledge down there.
No, the clouds, there's no nimbus rain clouds anywhere over the Tronco Mountain or the Blue Mountain. So today is supposed to, we expect no rain.
All right.
No rain in the forecast.
Not even Roy Forrester knows Portland's weather like you, so I'm going to take your word for it. All right, Winston, we'll check back in with you sometime after 9 when you've made your way over to Anne-Marie Vaz and Isaac Buchanan's side in East Portland.
Yes, and as I said, there's 3 major polling stations in Buff Bay Primary, Kildare, and White River. I am 3 minutes away from Buff Bay, so I'll give you an update in Buff Bay, which is the chief town in Western Portland. And then I move over to Eastern Portland.
Thank you very much, sir. Winston Malcolm there, our correspondent in Portland. He is moving through the west, and in short order, he will be in the east. Well, it will take him some time because he's going to have to spend some time in Buff Bay, which is the epicenter of the action in Western Portland. All right. My producer says I should take the break and come right back with you. Remember, it's all island coverage, We have people anywhere you can imagine. We're going to hear from Manchester. We're going to go St. James. We're going to go Hanover. We're going to go Westmoreland. I need to get to Dana Davy in Westmoreland at some point this morning, Michelle. And we went out east already. So we did St. Thomas. We did, Portland is not east so much as northish, eastish. There you go. We're going to go right around the island for you. We're going to go south. We're going to go Clarendon. We're going to go Manchester, St. Elizabeth. We went there already with Tonna Thomas. The coverage continues, is what I'm trying to say here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Savor the flavor and win with Bird Shack Fried Chicken Summer Vibes promotion. Spend $1,000 or more at any store this August and win weekly prizes of JBL speakers or earbuds, plus a grand prize of a 50-inch smart TV. Bird Shack Fried Chicken. Real flavor, real vibes.
The time brought to you by Bird Shack Fried Chicken is
7:49.
At Hawkeye, our mission is to deliver cutting-edge security solutions to help you keep track of the things you value most.
The temperature by Hawkeye is
29 degrees Celsius in Kingston, 29 degrees Celsius in Montego Bay, 24 degrees Celsius in Mandeville.
Looking for a partner on your financial journey? Look no further. JPS and Partners Cooperative Credit Union Limited offers attractive loan specials and easy savings plans. Plus, becoming a member is simple. If you're over the age of 16 and want to join a credit union that truly cares about your financial wellness, you may be eligible for membership. Conditions apply. Call or visit us at www.jpscu.com to find out more and start building your future today. JPS and Partners Cooperative Credit Union Limited, your financial partner for life. Jamaica's largest tile selection just got even bigger. Discover what's new at Active Home Center. With our latest arrivals, it's easier than ever to make your space truly unique. Explore ocean blues, botanical greens, and soft sandy neutrals that bring a calm, effortless vibe. From bold patterns to sleek, large format tiles in glossy or matte finishes, every room makes a statement. Shop now at Active Kingston and Montego Bay. Active Home Center. More savings, more choices.
Attention motorists, it's time to switch to the T-Tag on Trans-Jam highways. Vehicles using the automated T-Tag lane are processed in seconds, so you can pass through the toll plazas far quicker. The T-Tag makes it quicker, more cost-efficient, and safer for our customers, so switch to the T-Tag today and experience the convenience. T-Tag packages are discounted by 50% down to $1,250, including a $500 toll credit from now until September 5th.
Spring into style with Unique Living. Upgrade your home with our extensive range of products. Get sleek shower panels, stylish vanities, LED and non-LED mirrors, plus kitchen sinks, closet solutions, ceiling fans, and more. Available in various finishes and sizes. Visit shop number 6, 30 Donovan Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-755-3661 or visit our website at www.uniquelivingja.com. Don't wait to spring into style with Unique Living.
Back with us. Nationwide's election coverage, the race to 32, partnering, of course, with Riva. Some of you are asking, what channel do I find Riva on Digicel plates? Channel 13. And someone said, how do I go on the website, George? It's revonews.ai, REVONEWS.ai, revonews.ai. I'm working in this studio now. Cliff Hughes will start working from the new studio at 10 a.m. and he'll be in that new studio from 10 until 2. We've asked him to sleep a little bit later so he can be energized from 10 till 2 on this day. But today's election day, so Cliff will be fine. He is fully up for the challenge. All right. I hear that I have Nevada Morgan, our correspondent, out in Eastern Hanover, and he has the JLP's candidate, Dave Hume Brown, with him. Good morning, Dave.
It's
Nevada.
It's me.
Nevada, morning, sir.
Nevada, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good. What's happening where you are?
Okay, so I'm currently at the Sandy Bay Primary School here in the constituency of Eastern Hanover. The weather is good, lots of sunshine as we speak. You have the PNP supporters who are out. You have the Jamaica Labour Party supporters are out. Voting started at about 5 minutes after 7 o'clock. There were one or few hiccups in the early part in terms of voting, in terms of not having the lamp and ink, but that has been sorted out, that has been ironed out, and the Jamaica Labour Party candidate and the incumbent Dave Hume Brown, he drove in at about 7:35 a.m., then he cast his ballot at 7:40 a.m., that's a few minutes ago at the Sandy Bay Primary School, and I'll be having a quick talk with him as he has to go off to roam the constituency of Eastern Hanover. Good morning to you, Dave Brown, and how are you doing? Welcome to Nationwide News Network.
Morning, Nevada, Nationwide. Morning.
How are you doing?
Extremely well. I'm confident that we'll do very, very well today.
Okay, so the campaign has been long, it has been hard, it has been bruising. Based on what you have heard on the ground, based on the communication you have with the residents here in Eastern Hanover and the feedback you are getting and the work that you have done, how do you measure your confidence and your assurance that you can win this Eastern Hanover seat for a third consecutive general elections?
Yeah, the reception has been very good throughout the campaigning. What I've gotten on the ground is that the residents of my constituents are willing to give the Jamaica Labour Party another term in office. It is very positive. I would say 7 out of 10. The reviews have been good on the ground.
Okay, I've been speaking to some of the residents here, and I've been hearing some of the residents in the different parts of Eastern Hanover chastising you, Dave Brown. They are saying, boy, he hasn't done the work that they have expected of him, especially since he's in his second term and he has garnered more political experience. They are dissatisfied with having bad roads, water, and other issues they are having in the constituency. What do you have to say to your detractors who have been really chastising you based on what I heard?
Well, I must first say that I did not get the constituency in that sort of condition that we'd expect a constituency to be in. But I've done fairly well. I've done the representation, and I am, in all fairness, most persons who have been around before I came here would have known that I put a lot of effort into it, and I will continue to do what I have to do.
Okay, as a weatherman myself, based on the conditions that are in place in the atmosphere, I can know how high the temperature is going to be, how hot it's going to be, and so forth. Now, you are the Member of Parliament for Eastern Hanover. Today is election day. Based on the work you have done on the ground, based on the communication you have had with the residents, what is the voting temperature forecast is like for you? Give me your own forecast on a political scheme.
Well, the way kind of question. What we expect to do very, very, very well, I must be honest with you. I presume maybe more than 50% will turn out today, based on the response I've gotten during the campaign. A lot of persons have expressed that they'll come out and vote today. So, and as I said before, I expect to do extremely well today.
Yeah.
Final question, Mr. Brown. So you'll be roaming the constituency of Eastern Hanover. You said you'll be going to Chester Castle. You were there for most of the day. Let's give us your reason why you'll be spending more time in Chester Castle versus the other divisions here in Eastern Hanover.
Right. So most persons would have known that the Chester Castle is really the battleground. You know what I mean? I won that division handsomely in the last 2 elections. So I just want to maintain that. So I'm heading there just to have my presence there.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Dave Brown, for talking to us here live on Nationwide on Election Day, Wednesday, September 3, 2025. Have a wonderful day and all the very best. So,
all right. Thank you, Nevada. Nevada, thank you. I have to run. Thank you for that. Okay. Thank you for that. So, Nevada Morgan there doing that interview for us with Dave Brown in East Hanover. He's going up against the PNP's Andrea Perkis, and that is one of the races that will be most keenly watched on election night. Do I have East Central there, Jermaine? East Central, are you there?
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir. Sorry for having you holding so long, man. I have a minute to the break, so let me talk to you for the minute. What's happening where you are?
I am over in here in East Central St. James. Well, so far the morning has seemed smooth, but in spite of that, I am at 33 PD. And in spite of 33 PD, I've been told that there is no cafe person who is here to oversee the smooth process what is now taking place over in East Central St. James in the Dumfries district, Dumfries community in the Samartan division. So over in the Dumfries community or in the Samartan division, for a person who does not know this side of the island recognize of Member Bartlett going up and Miss Rochelle Reednut. Miss Rochelle Reednut is for the People's National Party. Member Bartlett is for the Jamaica Labour Party. So far the day seems smooth, everything going well. The one day police are here. Managed seems well cooperated from the inside because I went inside just to get a small background overview before I speak to you on the phone. And it's wonderful up here. I will be casting my ballot vote within the next 3 to 4 minutes head off and some other parts of the island over in St. James, further in St. James and over in the Wakefield division, which is now contested by Ms. Toby Hamilton and Mr. So I'll go over in the Wakefield division in another 2 hours from now to see what's taking place in that division.
Very well, sir. Very well. We'll be in touch. The time is up against me, East Central. Good to hear from you this morning, and we'll talk later.
All right. Thanks very much.
Good.
Yes, sir.
East Central there, one of our regular callers who's always doing community journalism, we'll call it, on the ground there in East Central St. James. Break time, back with more after these.
Front Page was brought to you today by ABC Electrical Sales. For a better choice in the electrical business.
When you want the food shell and make the rice well, just gimme me Kendall. Write it down. Kendel. Gimme me Kendall.
Another quality product from the CariMed Group.
Just gimme me Kendall.
The time by Kendall Foods. The taste of quality is
8:01.
Success powered by learning. The temperature brought to you by Sandals Corporate University. Come grow with us is
29 degrees Celsius in Kingston, 29 degrees Celsius in Montego Bay, 24 degrees Celsius in Mandeville.
From the mountainside to seaside, countryside to townside, inside and outside, it's across Jamaica this morning.
Well, we've already taken you across Jamaica, and that's what we intend to do, taking you across Jamaica where the politics is concerned. So already we've heard from St. Catherine, we've heard from St. Thomas, we've heard from Portland, we've heard from not St. Mary just yet. Franklin McKnight is on his way to St. Mary. We are going to check in with a couple of corporate area seats for you, and we'll be telling you what's happening out there in Westmoreland. Some critical races out there in Westmoreland, Central Westmoreland, East and West. And we'll be hearing as well from Manchester, Northeast Manchester, Central Manchester, keenly watched, along with South Manchester. In fact, those 4 Manchester seats are going to be keenly watched. The JLP led, 1-3-1 at the last election. The PNP says the story will be much, much different this time around. So let's take a break and come right back and pick up our coverage of Election Day 2025.
As we enter the peak of hurricane season, don't let downtime disrupt your business. Digicel Business offers secure cloud storage and Jamaica's only Tier 3 certified data center, built to withstand storms and safeguard your data. With 24/7 monitoring, local hosting, and 100% uptime, your operations stay protected no matter the weather. Prepare now, protect what matters. Call Digicel Business Solutions at 876-469-2677 or visit digicelbusiness.com. Digicel Business Solutions. Stay online, stay protected.
Want something really nice, thanks and please. Burger King, new cheesy fries, cheese and beef. Want something really nice, thanks thanks and please. BKU cheesy fries, cheese and peas. Cheese and peas, man I lie. I got my set when me taste the new cheesy fries. Just 5 bills with creamy cheese sauce. Or load it up your way, you are the boss. Everybody sing this part. Hey, want something really nice, thanks and please. BKU cheesy fries, cheese and peas.
Get the new cheesy fries, limited time only at Burger King.
630-9371, 9372, 9373, 9374, 618-8255. Let me know if you've voted already or if you're on your way so that we can, give some assurance to those who are set to vote that the process will be smooth, especially if they're on their best behavior. I see in the chat Otis being saying, good morning, Sir George and all team. And then this morning, I vote early in Ochurius. He says 1 p.m. Matthew Samuda, 1 Northeast St. Anne, 1 JLP Jamaica. Sen says, don't know where your vote is? Go online. The ECJ website works perfectly fine. Name and age. That's it. You will know where your vote is. Thank you for that message, Sen. Yvonne Davis says, yes, I vote already. It was smooth. Jacqueline Malcolm says 1 p.m. Scorpion says the best indicator that JA is under great management is, for the first time in history, 3 national debates and crime, unemployment, economy and poverty were hardly mentioned. Cleve Clark says, I voted for the first time today. Siobhan Cooper says, I voted in Northeast St. Andrew. Then Michael Ray says, George, already voted, was out by 7:20. Rohan Stadard says, good morning, George and Jamaica. Great show, great job. Dayton Uttar says, East Central St. Andrew, Kasha Park Division, 1 p.m. Leela Watson says, good morning, George. Just cast my vote. I choose Jamaica. W. Balfour says, vote already. Western Westmoreland. I like the spread of these comments. Bad Toy Don't Play says, JLP give back more money. Denise Crosby says, calling all labor rights. Today is the day to let your voice be heard. Vinola Somerville says, I vote already. 1 p.m. Blessed says, the taxpayers' fiscal rule will be respected by the party that win, and the promises will be phased in accordingly. No reckless spending. You're saying, Michelle? Okay. Nora Gay Banton is out in East Kingston and Port Royal. That's her constituency, She come from out of East, yeah? Morning, Nora Gay.
Good morning, George. Good morning, listeners. Yes, East is my side. And I did go out to vote this morning. I was actually third in line this morning. I did cast my ballot. But it is evident, George, that the Jamaica Labour Party has no hopes in that side, because there was not one representative from the Jamaica Labour Party where outdoor agents and party workers are concerned. It was all orange on the outside.
Say that again, Nora.
George, it's not a laughing matter, but from my indications, from my observation, the Jamaica Labour Party is putting no strength in East Kingston and Port Royal, of course, because long-standing Member of Parliament Philip Paulwell has held that seat for quite some time now, I think since around the late 90s. So that's what's happening in East Kingston and Port Royal.
Yes. So you how long did you spend in the booth doing the business, Nora?
I went through pretty quickly. I utilized the fingerprint, the electronic system.
Oh, the EVIS is at play over there.
EVIS.
Yeah.
It is in use there. However, though, it seems as if I don't know if these election workers are new, but even though I was third in line, I waited for about 20 minutes.
Oh.
Because the first person who voted was in there for quite some time, and the person who was in front of me was also in there for a bit. So it took a while, and the sun was out. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty hot, and I waited for a long time before I voted.
Does Mr. Paulwell's vote reside in his constituency, or is it somewhere else? Does he vote in East Kingston and Port Royal?
I believe he does vote in East Kingston and Port Royal. I don't think he's expected to be out just yet.
Yes.
I don't think he's expected to be out just yet.
Yes.
But I can definitely check on that.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, guess what? You have a lot of work to do on this side. So now that you voted, yeah, you know what to do.
Yes. I actually already voted, and I'm at work now.
You're at work. Okay, good.
I am at work.
There you go. Thank you very much, Nora Gay, and we'll collaborate later on.
All right.
All right. Just before I go to Stacey on the phone, Nora isn't playing, she's bang on the money. East Kingston and Port Royal, 1944. One of the original 32 constituencies, as you would have known, those of you who are political anoraks. Florizel Glasspool, our former Governor General, was the dominant figure in East Kingston and Port Royal's politics all the way up to 1962. Well, all the way up. Isaac Williams took over for the PNP in 1976. Yeah. Unbroken PNP leadership from 44 to 76. Then for the 1980 election, a gentleman, Captain Glenmore Webley, he won it for the Labour Rights in 1980. 83, of course, the PNP did not contest, so it was again represented in the House by the JLP. But since then, it has not turned green at all. Michael Manley, Marjorie Taylor, and then a gentleman called Philip Paulwell have made East Kingston and Port Royal arguably the most orange seat in Jamaica land we love. All right. You say Stacey is online and she had an experience at the voting booth this morning that she wants to recount. Good morning, Stacey.
Hi, morning, George.
How you do?
I'm not too pleased, because I wasn't able to vote this morning. I had to leave.
Tell me what happened.
Because I got there the opening time, and up until 8 o'clock, because I just left there, I still wasn't able to vote because there's like 8 persons in front of me. I'm voting in the Prime Minister's constituency at the Pentecostal Courts of Praise. And I'm telling you, from the 7 to the 8 when I left the line, it did not move, literally did not move. This is my first experience with this level of inefficiency. Usually I normally vote at another location and within 5 minutes, in and out.
Hold on now, Stacey. So it's West Central St. Andrew.
Yes.
Which polling station?
It is Pentecostal Courts of Praise.
Pentecostal.
52 McKinley Crescent.
52 McKinley Crescent. McKinley Crescent. Right. And you say that you were in the line from the polls open at 7.
Right.
And you left an hour later in frustration because the 8 people in line before you, none of them moved.
And nobody moved.
What?
Literally nobody moved. So I'm going to have to attempt again.
Yes, please do. Don't let the process frustrate you. So rally back on them, as we'd say, Stacey.
I definitely will try again, George.
All right. And you say this is not your first time voting, obviously.
No, it's not.
But it's the first time you've experienced this. Yes.
Yes, this is the first time experiencing this.
Stacey, please return. Let nobody or no process deny you of your rights, okay?
All right, George.
Thank you very much.
She's
raised an issue, and at a point this morning, we hope to get to the director. These are the things that causes Glasspool Brown's life to be miserable on a day like this. West Central St. Andrew, Pentecostal Church of Praise, 52 McKinley Crescent. She says 1 hour in line, and the lady of our business to attend to. 1 hour in line. She was 9th in line. And the 8 people in front of her, none of them got to go into that booth to cast their ballots in 1 hour? No, sir. So you see the reason I begged for patience earlier, because things like these, the line for so long, you just get dark. And you bring the dark attitude into the polling station and you just cuss anybody where you see. You have your fuse is very short. And I understand that these things can happen, that these things are happening. But I beg of you just the same. Try to be calm when you get into the booth, regardless of the ordeal you would have navigated to get to the polling station. All right? Keep a cool head, as Franklin McKnight said earlier. Yeah? All right. It's 8:12. I continue to read some of the comments in the chat, and there is a host of contributors who are urging Stacey to go back. They're saying, Stacey, stick with it. KTB Weller says, George, she's not telling the truth, because I just speak to someone else from there and through them know Andrew constituency. Well, KTB, maybe I doubt highly that it was the same polling station that your friend went to, that Stacey went to. Stacey's talking about a specific polling station and the trouble that she's having there. Yeah, and she said none of it would have. I'm sure it would not have been a problem if she saw 1-1 moving, even if it was still. But she said nobody no move in 1 hour, and she had to leave. But she got rally back. You're saying, Michelle? Glenn is online. Good morning, Glenn.
Greg George.
Greg is Glenn. Them tell me no. Morning, Greg.
Yes.
What you saying to me now, sir?
The time span in between when I parked and voted was about 10 minutes at the Meadowbrook High School.
By the time you park and finish vote is 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Where?
And Meadowbrook High School.
Meadowbrook High School. That's in northwest St. Andrew, Dwayne Smith's constituency.
Yes.
There you go.
George, the thing though is I got 2 ballots. They gave the option to vote for the general election and the councillor.
Yes.
But I asked somebody else if they had that same experience, and them said no.
Oh?
So is it a pilot thing?
No, it's not a pilot thing and it's not a discretionary thing, because you are voting for your local government representative as well.
Okay. But it's just because I asked somebody else in another division if they got that option.
Oh no,
and
because remember Greg, because maybe what happened, remember there are just 4 local government divisions in play today, just 4. So if you're not in, if you're, for instance, so Denham Town is in play for sure, Civil Right Gardens is not in play, Olympic Gardens is in play, so, and yours, the division that you voted in. So if you ask somebody else, they'll tell you no, because their division, there's no issue there, so there's no election in the division in which their polling station is.
I see, no
yeah,
problem.
man.
But the experience was good, man.
But that quick, Greg, by the time you park and finish vote is 10 minutes.
Yeah, man, 74.
How many people are there?
A lot of people is there, man. Everything seems to be moving efficiently at a steady pace.
Yes. All right, very well. I thank you for the report, my brother.
Cool.
All right, Greg. Greg says 10 minutes. So the 3 local government divisions in play today, and so only when you vote in 3 constituencies in which a division is being contested, will you get a second ballot for that election. All right? Willow is online. Good morning, Willow.
Good morning, my Manchester United friend.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I Arsenal friend, I hear you up, man. And, I just done vote a while ago, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, and the ID outdated and you have to swear and the fingerprints.
Yes.
But the process not take long.
How long it took you?
It not take me 3 minutes.
Oh, man. Quick and fast, man. Quick and fast.
Yeah, man. Quick and fast, man. It not take me 3 minutes, man. And me just make me X and drive out.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Nice and fast. Which polling station again?
Upper Queens, me go, you know.
Upper Queens.
Yeah.
That's on Central Avenue.
Delroy Chuck. Yeah, Delroy Chuck.
Delroy Chuck, northeast St. Andrew. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. So what was the crowd like up there?
Yeah, man, a good turnout, man.
Very good
turnout.
Very good.
Yeah, man. And the whole set of people, them look like them come out early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Willow, respect for the contribution, and I hope Arsenal does well this year.
Yes, man. We all do well this year, man.
All right, sir. Respect.
All right.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
man.
All right, we go back to one of our correspondents now. Wayne Walker is in Eastern St. Andrew. Morning, Wayne.
Thank you very much. Good morning, George. As you briefly firstly mentioned, I'm in St. Andrew Eastern. I'm at Mona High School, to be specific, where the all-female showdown between the incumbent Haven Williams and Patricia Duncan Sutherland is pretty much on the way. Actually, Patricia Duncan Sutherland is here. In fact, she's standing right beside me. She was scheduled to vote at 8 o'clock, and that's what she told me this morning. Yeah. And we're here with her now. And let's take a quick chat with her before she heads to her polling station. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes,
good morning.
let me, yes. How are you doing?
I am good.
What's the last 24 hours been like for you? I mean, today's a big day.
It's been fun. It's been a good 24 hours. We are energized as a team. We had our final workers meeting yesterday, and everybody's prepared to go out got out this morning. Polling stations are all up and running, and we are liking what we see. The voter turnout so far has been pretty good, and we're liking it.
Yeah. What are your numbers telling you?
Numbers telling us that we are in a good position.
Yeah. You overheard a conversation just now. I wasn't able to sort of get the confirmation on it, but an elector was telling you something about the fingerprint not working.
That the fingerprint is working very slowly, and in some cases the machine is not working. So I contacted the electoral office, and I'm going to, once I've voted, do my rounds in the polling stations to get a little more detail on it, because we want it to work, because it is really one of the best ways for us to safeguard one man, one vote.
Yeah, for sure. So there are about 10 polling stations on the compound. You're what number?
I'm 35.
35. You're scheduled for 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Well past 8.
Well, I got here at 8, but by the walk from the where we park to the polling station meant I had to greet a lot of people. The walk into the polling station also included greeting a lot of people. Really and truly, the truth is that almost everybody who votes here, we know, not because of politics, but just because of life.
The campaigning finished at 11:59 on Monday.
Yeah.
How would you look back at your campaign? Did you leave anything out there? Did you do all you needed to do?
I think we did, I would say 95%. There's always a piece that you wish you could have done that one. Especially like there's one voter I was going to go and drop off her voter's guide. I may never get to her. So if you're listening, please, I apologize. Just go out and vote, and I will come check you after.
Yeah, I'm going to let you go now because you have to go and cast your vote. But you're contesting this constituency for the very first time. Yes. Anything that you would have taken from your 2 defeats in Clarendon to here?
Every lesson, right? Because in everything that you do, there's always a lesson to be learned. And so our machinery gets better and better and gets more refined as you participate in elections. And having participated in several by-elections, we are getting more and more refined, and our organization is better and in tip-top shape.
You're confident?
Right now, very, very confident.
For you or the party?
For me and the party. We're in it to win it.
What's the number going to look like tonight?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
You're not going to? No, thanks a lot. All right. See you. Good catching up.
See you. We'll catch up again.
No problem.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, George. So that's Patricia Duncan Sutherland expressing confidence that she and her party will do well at the end of the county night. As I mentioned, there's 10 polling stations on the compound, and I walked 9 of them. And by average, the lines are not long. Average 15, maybe 20 in each line. Things are proceeding smoothly at the moment. Not a great deal of cost. It seems as if the electors are willing to wait. As she mentioned, there's something wrong with the fingerprinting situation, and she'll be touching base with the authorities to sort of get it sorted. On our way in, it's unlike what we had on nomination day. There's a traffic pileup on the road that leads to the main gate at Mona High School. Nomination day, the police had barricaded the top of the road so nobody could enter. This time it's not the same. But yeah, it is something that's bearable, and so far so good.
Very well. Wayne, we also understand that you'll be touching down in central Kingston for us at some point this morning.
For sure. Well, Donovan is coming here at 9:30. Donovan Williams.
He's voting at Mona.
Right. Yes, at this very location. But just down the road at the same time, Mr. Williams will be voting as well at 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. But yeah, I'm going to go into central Kingston at some point.
Eventually.
Today. Yes.
Very well. All right. Thank you there. Wayne Walker there, our man on the ground in Eastern St. Andrew. And he'll also be doing some work for us in central Kingston as well. All right. We go back to the phone lines. Well, let me just read a couple more comments before. Oh, no, break. And then we come. The lines are full and there are a lot of comments in the chat. Just had a call that the constituted authority concerned about certain things. They want to ensure that the broadcast proceeds without any form of political campaigning on this election day. And we'll do our part to ensure that that problem is not... Well, the problem does not carry through the rest of the day. That's not an issue that they'll have to busy themselves with. More after the break.
Are you living with HIV? It's time to access treatment, get back to business, and begin your path to a brighter, healthier future. The time brought to you by Jamaica AIDS Support for Life is
8:22.
Fontana Pharmacy has a wide variety of items from pharmaceuticals, household, cosmetics, toys, and more. The Temperature by Fontana Pharmacy. It's all good inside is
31 degrees Celsius in Kingston, 30 degrees Celsius in Montego Bay, 26 degrees Celsius in Mandeville.
Ready to take your business beyond borders? JAMPRO, the national agency driving exports and investments, is on a mission to supercharge Jamaican businesses. An agency of the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce, JAMPRO is bringing you an exciting radio series that's all about growing your exports and unlocking international opportunities. From expert insights to real opportunities, tune in to learn more about Jamaica's export advantage.
Are you ready to turn your sales and marketing skills into high earnings? Nationwide 90 FM is searching for business development executives to help us grow our business and build lasting client relationships. If you have experience across all stages of the sales cycle and possess strong communication, negotiation, and time management skills with a proven sales track record, this opportunity is perfect for you. Join our team and work with the top corporate brands, media agencies, and of course, our on-air personalities. Enjoy networking opportunities, professional growth, and competitive commissions. Ready to take the next step? Send your resume to hr@nationwidenewsnetwork.com today.
Ew! Baby, you sick? Drink this.
Strong back tonic wine. But baby, you look like you want to sort out.
You think that's all Trangback good for? This delicious tonic wine has natural ingredients like Busy, Medina, Moringa, and more to strengthen your body so you can fight off anything, including viruses. Wait, sound like you, Ketch. Available island-wide, all foreign. Order at 749-1286 option 1 or IG Trangback TW. Trangback.
Straighten your back for make the attack.
This is a public service announcement from the Transport Authority. The Transport Authority wishes to advise its valued customers that its licensing department, located at 107 Maxfield Avenue, The Pounds, located at Water Lane, and Lyndhurst Road, will be closed at 12 p.m. today, Wednesday, September 3, 2025. You may contact the Transport Authority at 876-618-0959 or WhatsApp at 876-551-8196 for assistance. Morning, George.
Morning, George. George to George.
Yes,
What's
man.
going on?
Good, man. How you do? Talk to me.
I'm good enough. So guess what time I reached the polling station?
Tell me now.
5:28 a.m. I even reached before the election day workers. Can you believe that?
Yes, I can.
The only person on the compound was the security for the school. And I did cast my vote. Took less than 5 minutes. ID, ballot, cast, drop back in the box. That was it.
Yes.
Yes, man. Southeast St. Mary.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yes, man.
So when you were leaving, but you left so early, so you wouldn't have seen many people there.
When I was leaving, the taxi, the runners, they were bringing people. So no, there's a line. But when I was there, was one lady. She came after 7, and that time I already voted as well in my polling division.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. And what prompted me to vote?
Yes.
To leave from all the way overseas.
Yeah. Oh, you flew in when? When did you fly in?
On Friday, I even took some time off from work.
Yes.
And catch my flight. And I flew in. And what prompted me to vote? The Integrity Commission. My vote is for the Integrity Commission. That's the reason why I came down and
Explain to me what you mean by your vote is for the Integrity Commission.
Because I don't think the Integrity Commission treated the Prime Minister fairly.
Oh.
If the Prime Minister is guilty or, found, adverse of his declaration, charge him then. If not, certify him.
Yes.
I think the Prime Minister was treated unfairly.
Yes.
And this is the reason why I voted.
So you've flown from the U.S.?
Yes, sir.
So you fly from the U.S. last week, Friday?
Full flight.
To Jamaica?
Yes, sir.
To vote against the Integrity Commission?
Correct, sir. That's why I registered my vote this morning.
What a thing, what a condition. Well, guess what? It's your right, sir, as a Jamaican. And whatever it is, whatever principle you're standing on, it's your right as well. And I appreciate that you are so principled that you would play in fear.
And And had it been someone else from the other party,
yes,
equally I would be. But my thing is the report says completed. Then why is the Prime Minister declaration not certified?
Yes,
that is my reason. So if he's guilty, charge him.
Yes,
if not, certify him.
Yes,
I believe the Integrity Commission behaves like a teacher who has a hate for a child, and no matter how good that child is, they refuse to mark. Unlike a student who can go privately to do his or her exam,
yes,
the Integrity Commission is the only body that can certify the Prime Minister declaration.
Mm-hmm.
So now that he took to the courts to get some remedy,
mm-hmm.
I hope that should he be re-elected, then some changes is done to the Integrity Commission. But my vote is against the Integrity Commission and their behavior.
Well, George, thank you this morning for your call. Really appreciate you sharing this with the listeners and the viewers.
Before you go, did you get your gift? There was a gift from Honeybee.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I used it today.
Okay.
I used it today. Is you?
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you very much, George. You're a top man. Thank you very much, my brother.
Don't make the listeners know about what.
No, man. Them fast, so me have talking a code.
All right, sir.
Respect this morning, man. Thank you, George.
I'm just now gonna keep listening to Nationwide and wait for the results to come in and hope it goes in favor of what I voted for.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Same to you, sir. That's George.
Bye.
His vote, he says, was against what the Integrity Commission is doing and how they're doing it. Danville is online. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
How are you?
I am good, How are you?
I'm great.
Sweet. Where are you calling from?
Me, Kingston, man. Northwest St. Andrew.
Yes, you voted?
Oh, definitely. No, a young lady called.
Yes.
Said she went to vote in the Prime Minister's constituency.
Yes.
And it took her forever and she didn't get through.
Yes.
Where I went to vote, and I think you do the same thing in the Prime Minister's constituency, there is a by-election for a parish council division.
Yes.
So there are 2 ballots.
Yes.
Okay. Where I went to vote, I'm usually in and out in like a minute.
Yes.
I had a long wait because it was taking like about 10 minutes per elector to vote.
Yes.
Problem was, a lot of people didn't have IDs, so they had to go in and they had to go through the black book and they had to swear.
Yes.
So that was taking up additional time.
Yes.
And then for them to explain the difference in the 2 ballots, etc. So that is what is taking time. I was in and out in like a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I think what happened, I saw the electoral office official doing it at my polling station. He was going down the line to find out who didn't have ID and was getting them to swear before they went into the polling station. So that would expedite it a bit. But the process is long, and you just have to be patient.
Yes. I thank you for this call, so to put things into perspective for the people who may be wondering, why is it that such a process that appears so straightforward is dragging on for so long?
Right.
Yeah, man. Really appreciate it.
And it was a few constituency of the parish council.
Yes, 3, yes.
The others should run fairly easily.
Very well, sir. Thank you this morning, Danville.
Okay.
All right, then. Good. I see several people in the chat asking me if I voted. Then, if me there from 5 o'clock, I'm going to vote already. Me no vote it. I'm hoping, well, not hoping. I will, at about 10, try to make my way within the speed limit, make my way to my place and vote. I've asked my uncle to stand in line. Hold my space in the line because I don't have no time for waste because I need to get back for obvious reasons. So Uncle Dennis is going to hold a spot for me until I reach, and then him just put me through and let me go through. I'm voting in a place where these people have known me from I was a zygote. Yeah? So I shouldn't have any problems, but just in case, if buck upon some strangers who will say, oh, no, you don't skip in the line, I've added a layer of insurance. All right? So, Uncle Dennis, hold on upon the space for me. Auntie Georgia, I soon come here. I soon forward. Who do I have next, Michelle? I see the lines buzzing over there. Wayne Smith says, George, you must go vote at 1 p.m. No, man, may I vote before that. Orain Buchanan, our correspondent or reporter, is up in West Rural St. Andrew for us. Good morning, Orain. What's happening where you are, sir?
Good morning, George. Good morning to the listeners locked into Nationwide FM. Good progression this morning, George. We see a lot of the elderly streaming out in this morning's voting process. More JLP than PNP so far in my eyes. Doing their process. The process doesn't seem to be taking a lot of time. No one seems vexed. No one seems frustrated so far.
Yes.
So the process is running smoothly.
Yes. Which community are you in? Which area?
I'm in West Rural St. Andrews, Stony Hill to be exact, at the Stony Hill Heart Academy.
Okay, Stony Hill Heart, and that's one of the main polling stations there up in West Rural. In terms of the drive up there, because you'd have driven through several constituencies to get up to West Rural, tell me what you saw this morning.
Well, smooth road, George. Smooth road. I mean, the supporters, when you get into Stony Hill Square, for those who know the area, from the cemetery come up, you will see the supporters on either side. So the PNP have their side, the JLP have their side, leading up to the square, and then the drive to come into the Stony Heart Academy itself. So both parties on opposite side of the road, watching their people come in and handle their business.
Excellent. All right, Orrin, thank you for this report. We will touch back base with you as you go across the 3 hills and the tavern in West Rural St. Andrews. That's how I remember. 3 hills. So it's Brandon Hill, Stony Hill, Lawrence Tavern, and Red Hills.
Yes, sir.
There you go. All right, sir. Thank you very much. Orrin Buchanan there for us up in West Rural St. Andrews. Gladys is online. Good morning, Gladys.
Good morning, Mr. George.
How you do?
I'm okay.
Lovely.
I'm calling from Fletcher's Land. I made my vote already.
Fletcher's Land?
Yes, sir.
That's a JLP stronghold, man.
Yes, sir.
And I ask you who you vote for. I don't want Mr. Green call me this morning. I understand. How was the process for you?
Well, I went up there before 7 o'clock and I have to wait a little because I don't know what was the cause, but when I went in there now, about 10 people was before me, but then give me a seat too. I am elderly. Then give me a seat, so I must go and rest my foot.
Yes.
So I go and rest my foot, and when the time come, I go in. So I get 2 ballots. And I voted and come out. So I never take me long. Why the people then take so long? Some of them didn't have any ID.
Yes.
So them have to be a little longer than who did have ID. I did have my ID, so I get through quite when I go in, and until it take 5 minutes.
And the staff, the election staff were courteous to you, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Yes.
So when you were so this Miss Gladys, you would have seen a few elections, I'm assuming. Compare the energy this time to the previous elections.
First time election, they were, jubilant, and you would have hear them on the road and plenty people on the road and so. But this one, it's only who in the polling station and who behind the line. It's not so like our first time election used to go. And you would have see car go left, right, and center. Must have got pick up the voters, them and so forth. But it's not excited as before.
I hear you.
Not excited as before.
So you're going home now. You're at home now?
Yes, sir, I'm home.
And you're going to watch Nationwide the whole day and whole night?
I listen them. I don't have no TV, Mr. George. It's on the radio. I have to listen.
Well, we'll not leave you off of the radio. We're going to put on the radio, so don't worry yourself.
Yeah, you may listen to right through, because I have no TV to watch.
Very well. This is all right. No problem. You're going to feel the energy through the radio just the same.
Yes,
all right. Cool. All right, Miss Gladys, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Okay.
All right,
bye.
Gladys there. Michelle? Oh, Andrew Hansel is in Southwest St. Catherine. It's the seat where Dr. Kurt Wall from the PNP, the medical doctor, is going up against Everald Clifford Warmington. Andrew, morning.
Morning, George. Morning.
How you do?
Good morning to your listeners. I'm not too bad.
Talk to me now. What's happening down in the action seat down there now?
Well, as we had mentioned on nomination day, today is the big day. So far, it has been very, very smooth. Things have been going very smoothly right now. At polling division 94 in Marlemont, that's where I cast my vote. It was pretty smooth. It took me less than 2 minutes to cast my vote.
Where in Marlemont is that polling station?
At the Marlemont primary.
Oh, at the school, yeah.
Right. And I'm currently now at the Nightingale Grove Basic School right now in the Gutters area.
Yes.
That is. And so far things are also moving smoothly. Everybody just going about their business. There's no line. People just going in and do their thing and come back out. Along the way, out by Church Pen, Sharper Lane, the Holy Trinity Anglican Church, not the Holy Trinity,
St. Dorothy's
Anglican Church.
Yes.
Right? And out by the Bethel Baptist Basis Post, all those polling stations, it's smooth sailing at the moment. But, you know, it's the rematch between Everald Warmington and Dr. Kurt Wall. Some people say it's a rematch. The Labourites are saying it's a mismatch. But we expect a very tight contest, given what Dr. Wall has achieved so far in the constituency at the local government elections level. And there's a sense of optimism. But we know Mr. Warmington is wily, and he's also very, 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 very strong in the area. He's going for a 6th consecutive term, unprecedented and record extending for him
in the seat.
And it will be quite an uphill task for Dr. Wall.
Tell me, Andrew, you don't make your way up to Spring Village yet?
Not yet, because as you know, the Spring Village Bridge is
oh yes, I haven't been up there in a minute, Andrew, so I didn't know that they were still fixing the bridge.
Right. So I will be going around.
Then you can't cut through Island Farm and go Spring Village, man.
No, you can't do that.
You can't go through Island Farm and Spring Village. Since when?
5 acres.
You go through 5 acre. Well, I can tell you can't go through Island Farm and go Spring Village, but the road, maybe your vehicle can't drive. I can't drive there.
No, it's not through Island Farm. It will be through Thetford. And you go across the river. But you have to have one of those big.
There you go. Big rig. Very well. So you are. So you say you're in Gutters now. You're gonna go through 5 acre to get through Spring Village eventually, and then you'll work your way back into the town.
Exactly. So I will do a rendezvous in Spring Village. Then I will also go down to Bushy Park.
Bushy, yes, the Indians, yes.
And also as far as Ohio too as well.
Yes.
Even though that's a very small community.
Yes.
And of course, into the town of Olab. And then, I mean, as you know, the constituency is also very, very big.
Yes.
So we will be going all the way up to 8 miles in Barton. We'll be also going up by Boys and Tent and Planters and out by Borders. And just to tell your listeners that I spoke to Dr. Kurt Wall after I cast my vote, and he informed me that he cast his vote at 7:01.
7:01
at the Old Harbour Bay Primary School.
Yes, because it's a constant down there.
Understandable that Mr. Warmington will be casting his vote at around 2:00 at the Blackwood Gardens Community Center.
Yes.
In Old Harbour Bay too as well.
Yes. Blackwood Gardens in Old Harbour Bay. Boy, Ansel, you have a big space to cover, but you know it like the back of your hand. And I wish you all the best today. You say you're going on to Ohio's, then might as well go to Cookspin. It's a bit too far. It's all right. That's troubling you, my friend. We'll check back in with you later on this day, Hansel. All the best, Andrew.
All right, thanks much, man.
That's Andrew Hansel, the man who's behind Old Harbour News, a very good publication. I recommend it to you, and he's doing some election work for us on this day. Before I take the next caller, Michelle, there's one of our users on social media, Angel Reacting, who sent a message that said, George, can you get Miss Gladys's contact information for me? I want to give her a TV. So Angel Reacting, listen to one of our callers, the caller before Andrew, Miss Gladys, said that she has her radio, but she doesn't have a TV. So Miss Gladys, if you could call us back and speak to Michelle. Oh, Michelle has her number. So Michelle is going to call you, Miss Gladys, and coordinate. So Angel Reacting. So how does Angel Reacting get her number to you? Get in touch with you, Michelle? How do we do? All right, Angel Reacting, I'm going to put Michelle's email in the chat. msmith at, hold on, let me do it. msmith, come on, George. msmith at nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Right, at nationwide, I don't know my own email address. Network.com. msmith at nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Angel Reacting, I'm putting that email in the chat. Michelle has Miss Gladys's number. So just contact her there and we can coordinate the TV for Miss Gladys. You see, boy, every time Jamaicans disappoint you, another Jamaican just comes forward and make you smile and be happy to be a part of this country. Very, very good gesture. Miss Gladys says she never have the TV for watch the election coverage, which is going to listen nationwide. And here's a caller, one of our contributors, one of our friends on the YouTube platform, saying that they want to donate a TV to Miss Gladys. All right. God bless you, Angel Reacting. Michelle's email is there, msmith@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. And I see KMC says, George, other persons offered to. I didn't see those comments, my friend. So let us coordinate and get Miss Gladys that television for her entertainment. All right. Delon. Good morning, Delon.
Ronald.
Ronald. I mean, no, I'm to Michelle this man with the name. Morning, Ronald. What, man? Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, man. Talk to me, man. Good morning.
It is Dylan. My credit actually ran out because of the time you take. I vote this morning.
Where?
I vote in at Red Hills School, Red Hills Primary.
Yes.
And it was nice. It was good. Smooth. It never take me more than about 2 to 3 minutes.
Yes.
And
long line behind you? Long line behind you?
Yes, there was a long line.
Yes.
But when I came out, it disappeared. You know? So they are doing good work.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. And the energy on the road?
Oh, the energy is not so lively. You don't see much colors, you know?
Yes.
Only when you reach the polling station, you see the booth with the PNP and the JLP.
Yes.
At the booth.
Yes.
But it seemed like it was organized.
Yes.
Properly.
Tell me something.
You know?
When was the first election that you voted in?
This is the first one.
Oh, this is the first. So what motivated you to vote for the first time on this year?
Andrew Holness with his performance. I am 61 years, and all my 61 years I've been on the fence watching, because first, in the 70s, there was war against each other, and I never really condoled those things,
Yes.
And I watched. I said, none of these deserve my vote.
Yes.
Until Andrew came in 2016, I observed him first. I didn't vote in 2016 either.
Yes.
I was on the fence observing. But when I see the performance and the hard work he, as a prime minister, took on,
yes,
it gave me a motivation, because I never see any prime minister like Andrew Holness so active.
Yes.
Getting things done,
Yes.
And I appreciate it. So I said, listen, I'm going to give him my vote. And again, what causes me to go all out, the opposition leader wasn't a truthful person. And I was saying in my mind, Andrew is much trustworthy.
Yes.
And more truthful,
yes.
And if you're going to tell so much lies blatantly and then become a prime minister, what you're going to do when you get the seat? So that pushed me to say, even if it's my vote alone, at the counting,
yes,
to make the candidate win,
yes,
to put back the party, I'm going out.
Your little part. You're doing your little part.
Yes, I'm doing my little part.
Very well.
So, I come off the fence.
I hear your party. Thank you.
Yes.
61 years young, and you're just voting for the first time. Congratulations to you, sir.
Yeah, man. The first time, and I'm voting for a party that shows respect for the people.
All right, sir. Thank you very much this morning for your contribution.
You're welcome.
All right, good.
Thanks.
Before I go to the break, Damien, Cunningham says break. Wayne Smith says, not Wayne Smith. I saw a comment about, let me see if I can find it. Someone was asking, what if they put the X between the name and the symbol on the ballot paper? Well, that will be a spoiled ballot, sir. That will be a spoiled ballot, and you're going to have to ask for a new one. But then again, if you do that, perhaps you don't know that you're spoiling the ballot. So if you do it like that, fold it, put it in the box. When they take that out to count, it is likely, based on what Glasspool Brown told us on Tuesday morning, that they're going to reject that ballot because it's not marked properly. And then it will come down to, the opinions of the party representatives with the EOJ officials at the counting center. And yeah, you don't want to do that. Put the X beside the symbol, no? If you're voting JPP, the JPP is a symbol. If you're voting UIC, the UIC have a symbol. If you're voting for the labor rights, they have the bell. If you're voting for the comrades, they have the head. Put the X in the right place, no man, so that nobody no have to have a committee empaneled to determine if your ballot is legitimate or not. All right. So somebody here is saying George is down to intent AR, all that too. But AR, I want to take it out of the intent territory. I want it to be clear as day. Yeah, so just do it properly, okay? Sean Virgin says, George, what's the actual YouTube name for Revo? You don't need a YouTube Revo name yet. So if you want to find us on YouTube, just type in the usual thing, Nationwide Radio Live. Even when Cliff starts at 10 and he's coming from the new studio and he'll have the Revo branding, you're still going to find it on Nationwide Radio Live on YouTube. But if you go to Digicel Channel 13, it will be there at that time. Digicel Channel 13 for the TV aspect of it this morning. And of course, from 5:30, Digicel Channel 13 will be in play, as well as Nationwide Radio on YouTube. Both those will be in play because we're going right the way through on those platforms until a winner is decided. All right, break time here. Nationwide's rolling coverage of the 19th general election since 1944 continues after this.
The time by Grace Good Move is
8:49.
The wait is over. Spark is coming to you. Across Jamaica, we'll be fixing 10 roads per constituency. Over 100 roads will be fixed by September and 630 roads overall. This is real action, real improvement, real results. Every Jamaican deserves safer, stronger roads. Spark, the next chapter in Jamaica's infrastructure development.
Welcome back. All right, here's the thing now. I didn't just get it. I got a message earlier from one of my police contacts. And that police contact said that there were reports of heavy gunfire from after 4 a.m. in the Backbush area. That's in eastern St. Andrew. Heavy gunfire after 4 a.m. So when I dispatched this message to police, the police unit tasked with managing affairs on this election day, I just got a response to say, yes, we did get those reports. So they're confirming receipt of the reports, not necessarily confirming that the incident happened or anything else. Just to say that they got reports that there was heavy gunfire in the Backbush area of eastern St. Andrew after about 4 a.m. I'm monitoring these things, listeners, because these things are important to find out if there are any pockets of trouble in any of the constituencies. So I'm keeping my eye on that as we keep our eye on everything else. All right, Donna is online. Good morning, Donna.
Good morning, George. How you do?
I'm very good. How you do?
Not bad at all. But every time it comes on to election, any type of election, I feel really discombobulated because of the bad representation in my community. I'm not ashamed to say I'm from Central Village.
Yes.
And the representative, first of all, I love JLP. I've always been a labor right.
Yeah.
I love the policies.
Yeah.
I love Andrew Holness.
Yeah.
And I'll always do, but I don't vote.
Yeah.
We have a representative, East St. Catherine, Dwight Pecco. I don't know if I can call this.
But hold on, Donny. You say, because here's the thing now. The Constituted Authority and the Broadcasting Commission.
Oh, yeah.
They are up my neck, and them called me one time from morning already because there was a report earlier that was not talking about what is happening on the day, but going into, and them said, George, anyhow. So me have to be very careful, Donna. So I beg you.
Apologies.
I beg you. We can talk about this tomorrow. Yeah. Call me tomorrow, no man, and we can talk about this because I want to hear.
Yeah, take
all
care.
All right. Thank you very much, my dear.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yes, listeners, as I was telling you earlier, I have to make sure that I keep the comments to what is happening on the day and nothing praising or criticizing the work of any former member of parliament, no candidate, because that will be seen as trying to influence people to act a certain way. And the Constituted Authority and the Broadcasting Commission are reminding me of my responsibilities as a broadcast entity, not necessarily me, George Davis, but nationwide, and saying that, we should not facilitate such discussions on election day. Anytime after and before is perfectly fine, but not on election day. All right? Who do I have now? Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Morning, George. How you do?
Me good, man. How you do?
Well, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
That's right.
When I was on foot this morning, I was the first in line. I was there from 6 o'clock.
Where?
Up on Whitehall Avenue at the Solar Field, primary and junior high school.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, man. Yes, man. I had to wait till 7 o'clock, but it was worth the wait.
How was the process?
I went in. I was the first one inside. They greet me nice. They formally. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, and introduce themselves, and the process was about 3 minutes.
3 minutes in and out.
Yes, man. And in and out.
Is the EVIS up there, or you just use your ID?
I use my ID.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
How many people left on the grounds when you were leaving?
A lot of people in the George. A lot of, because the line behind me was long. Yes, but when I came out of the station, the police station,
yes,
there was a long line up there waiting to come inside.
Yes. You do your business early and retreat.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. That's right.
I want to tell you, George.
Yes.
I want to big you up, respect, man, because you're one of the journalists I'm look up to, different fans, man.
Yes.
I tell you have no good work, man.
Thank you very much, man.
To grow.
Yes, man.
I want to grow with the station and stay with them here, sir, and help others grow.
Yes, man.
You understand? The respect here, sir.
We'll build champion, Mike.
I tell you,
thank you very much, sir. Yeah, man.
So big up to your team here, sir.
All right, sir. Respect, sir.
Whole nationwide.
Respect, sir. Thank you very much, Mike. Right. Whole nationwide. On behalf of them, thank you. All right. Yeah, man. Respect. Mike was 3 minutes it took him to cast his ballot in St. Andrew, and he's now free to enjoy the rest of the day. Shalois Michael is out in Southwest St. Anne. Yes. Danushka Williams and Xavier Main are in a battle royal up there, depending on who you listen to. The Labour Rights will tell you that it's not a contest. The PNP will tell you that it is a battle royal. Shalois Michael is up there. She's not fighting for a seat. She's just trying to be in a position to give us a strong report. Good morning, Shaloi.
Good morning, George. Good morning to our listeners. I'm here and on the outskirts of the Bohemia Primary and Infant School, formerly the Bohemia All-Age School. The school, primary school I attended, and I just voted, George. And let me tell you, the lines are not long. This is the Boroughbridge division, by the way. The lines are not long, but voters are trickling in. My sister held the line for me, so I was able to vote as soon as I arrived. Smart. And I didn't even, this is my second time voting. I think overall I stayed probably 2 minutes inside the voting booth. 2 minutes? So the process was very smooth. Everyone is in place. I'm seeing the outdoor agents, the indoor agents. Everyone is at their places and the runners are up and about.
Yes. What were you again, Shaloi? Were you a presiding officer in the election once?
Yes, in the 2020 general election, I was a presiding officer. So it wasn't new to me.
Yes.
That to be. Yes.
There you go. Well, you have a lot of ground to cover now, Shaloi. From here, where do you go?
So I'm going to continue other polling locations inside this division, the Boroughbridge division.
Yes.
And then head over to the other ones in Alexandra and Calderwood and Gibraltar and see how much I can cover.
Yes, indeed. Shaloy, great to speak with you. Great to hear from you. All the best, and we'll touch back base with you again later.
Very well. Thank you, George. And you forgot to mention there is a JPP candidate as well who is... Oh, sorry. The voters are calling to me because it's my hometown.
Yes. So tell them say them can talk to you. Finish telling me about the JPP candidate.
Yes, Clive Edwards. He's also running. Haven't seen him as yet, but his vote is not in the constituency.
Yes.
But we'll definitely touch base with him.
So where is Xavier Main and Danishka Williams set to cast their ballots this morning?
So Danishka Williams her vote is not
in the seat.
Constituency.
Mm-hmm.
But Xavier Main's vote is in the constituency at the Watertown Primary and Infant School in the Gibraltar division.
Okay, I hear you. All right then, Shaloy. We'll check back in with you. Thank you.
Very well, George.
Shaloy Smyker, their reporter now, but she was presiding officer in 2020 in that general election. You were saying, Michelle? Okay. Yeah, I have to break for GIS feature. It's an entitlement. And then we return with more on Nationwide's rolling coverage. The race to 32. And I see people coming in here and showing me fingers with ink. Mr. Paul, you voted already, sir? You sure it's not marker user mark up your finger? Before I take the break, there's a friend of mine, a prominent Jamaican. All of you listening and watching know him. The man, last election, he posted his finger to say he voted. And I was looking at the image and I said, something not right. And I realized it was his left hand. So the man dyed the index finger off his left hand. He didn't know that it has to be your right hand. That's what the law says. If you have a right hand, which most people do, thankfully. So he did his left hand. And he said that, boy, George, I know you're the only one of the man that would have picked it up, you know. Yeah? Very tricky fellow because he didn't want to feel left out. Anyway, that man has voted with the right finger this time, not tricking anybody. I take a break and come back after this GIS feature. We continue the program.
Welcome to another edition of Inside the OUR, a production of the Office of Utilities Regulation. I am Gordon Brown. In today's edition, voting is now open for your choice of the Utility Provider of the Year award, being staged by the Consumer Advisory Committee on Utilities. More after this break.